suggestion.
What the fuck is good, ladies and gentlemen?
I can't see my face.
Well,
Bullshit advertising.
they can.
They want to learn more.
The YouTube chat, they want to let you know that they're watching, all right? And they're monitoring everything you say to make sure it's okay.
Oh, hey, cool. Well, we're from Oklahoma.
Don't-
Everything's okay.
Don't get out of control, all right? YouTube is watching over you. The NSA is right on your shoulder.
Hey, I'm not out of control. You're out of control.
The NSA's dick
No.
is resting on your shoulder.
No.
NSA dick.
You're out of control. Oh, God.
We were just discussing on whether Kevin Pollard's head is actually cold or whether he's being a fake ass motherfucker, ladies and gentlemen. We're debating it. It's heated.
Heated debate.
Is he trying to be comedy 8 Mile? All right, is that what's happening? He's eating mom's tortellini right now. It's about to be all over his sweater, and we embrace Kevin
my
Pollard.
cheeks.
We had a fun time at the Fourth Wall Comedy Club tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
rocking it out.
Wow.
The cocks were out, you know.
The head trauma was out.
Mm.
The meat was out. All right.
It's one of the things being discussed is every comic I bring the topic up to has a story about head trauma. Every one of them has some story about how they got their head whacked in a traumatic way. And you know, I used to play the knockout game, as I was talking about on the last podcast, in, you know, 5th and 6th grade, getting that vampire stance, somebody come up behind you and squeeze the fucking life out of you, and then you have a miniature psychedelic trip while all your friends watch you fall to the ground and hit your head.
Psychedelic. I'll take my
psychedelic. You go to another dimension real quick, bro. It's like, you know, I haven't done DMT, but, you know, if you play that knockout game, you get a little taste.
Wow. For those of you who've never done DMT, don't listen to anything he's saying.
Just, you know, knock yourself out, and it's probably safer than doing the autoerotic asphyxiation while you're beating off trick. That seems to kill a lot of folks. That's.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what happened to Anthony Bourdain, or do you think the Clintons took him out?
Clintons. He's got way too much dignity
Yeah.
to do any of that. To kill himself, even.
Had a daughter, great life. He needed to spice it up. It could have been that masturbationes, because that's a deep hole. Even happy people can get sucked into that, watching porn and beating off.
Oh.
Yeah, and jerking, and yeah, the autoerotic asphyxiation. That's how David Carradine went out.
Yeah. That's serious shit. That's weird.
I think he had some kind of extravagant harness thing where he was like hanging from the fucking ceiling.
The apparatus.
He went out like, you know, as if his jerk off session was a Tarantino movie. You know?
He was inspired heavily. Like Kill Bill.
He had some great schizophrenic dialogue, you know, before he did it.
Little birthday cake.
Kevin Pollard brought the herbs, ladies and gentlemen. Los Angeles, California.
Or Hollyweed. Come check me out at Hollyweed. Come pick up some fire buds up there, man. Got some candies too.
But don't come in with an attitude, expecting free shit.
Yeah, you want a deal? Here's the deal. I'm selling you weed, right? And we don't go to jail, okay? Like, you get to leave the shop with the weed, no one's gonna bother you, okay? That's the deal, all right?
And it helps with your head trauma.
Right. That's the deal. I'm here to help him, the medicine man.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
the deal. I have the medicine and you want it. You pay me to give you what you want.
Helps the head trauma, you know.
You want free shit,
You whack that noggin.
Right.
We'll fix you up.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
You can just go in there and be like, oh, well, I'm a stand-up comedian. He's like, well, you need it.
Smoke one of these.
Say no more.
Call me in the morning.
That shit looks supreme.
Say less. Yeah, I got stuff, man. I got stuff in here, man.
What up, AJ? He said he called you mini-me.
Hey,
Super
man.
aggressive right out the bat.
Yeah, hey, man.
Super aggressive.
Don't let me get any sort of power in here, man. I'm gonna nix you from the thread.
AJ knows what's good for the podcast. He wants to fire you up, and I like that.
Is that what it is?
I like that attitude.
That sounds like subterfuge.
Subversion.
Yeah, is that subversion?
Ideological subversion.
That's what.
You're in the midst of a psyop.
yeah, absolutely. I feel a lot of eyes on me. Just all of a sudden, it's heat on my ass. It's hot.
George Soros cooked this one up.
Like faggots looking at my ass, right?
It all goes back to Israel. All trails lead back to Israel.
I believe that. Larry Silverstein. Pull it. Oh, here. That's for you.
Owen Benjamin's been
You know what
talking
that
about.
is? That's a list, it's like a Listerine
It's like
strip.
an ass wipe.
Right. Put it right on your butthole. See how that report back.
A little smooch. But
Kevin, melted my asshole.
I have started to realize how weird it is that we have congressmen that have dual citizenship with Israel. You know?
I'm pretty sure that this is the United States.
Right.
So...
And so they have allegiance to another country, but nobody ever brings that shit up.
What about all the money we give them We just gave them like
Yeah, we give them money for
billions.
to you know,
Protect themselves.
bolster their border wall.
Because God...
We don't have one yet.
We're building it.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Maybe.
Shit. Oh, no, I got something to show you. I got something better than all of
You
this.
got a fat good bag.
Bro, this is, I've already, you ain't even, hey. He doesn't know. AJ, he doesn't know.
Happy St. Patty's Day, by the way.
Yeah, I got my green on. Don't pinch me.
We just ticked over to St. Patty's Day, March 17, 2019. And, you know, I think we should celebrate more negative stereotypes. We shouldn't let it just be, you know, just the Irishman. You know, everybody likes booze, but nobody really exactly likes being known as the drunk.
Oh. Here's the shit.
But, you know, we could, if we're going to go negative stereotypes, we could do Asian Driver Day.
Right.
You know, where we could all just take a step back and
Like
let them do their
Fascist Day.
thing.
Fascist Day. Right? Just let me be fascist for a day. Your totalitarian effort is appreciated today.
Oh.
I won't judge you.
This is
So
a little-
go on ahead and behead the man over there for disagreeing with you outright.
I like how it's Canadian. Like,
Yeah.
go right ahead, and we're not going to bother you.
What was that?
Do your thing, eh?
Do your thing, eh? He's part Irish and part poser, eh? Okay.
Yeah. We should leave the Asian drivers alone for at least one day. Leave them alone. Oh my! He just dumped it out on my laptop. It's got a heartbeat, I think. Don't abort it.
It's too late. Past the first trimester.
It's got a soul.
Wow. You smell the fruity pebbles in this shit?
Oh.
You smell that? Smell that shit again. Enjoy that.
Internet. Take a look. See if we can get some focus on it.
Right.
There it is. California.
Hey. Hey now.
Light as a feather.
Stiff as a board.
Want to do a gravity experiment? We can drop it with a bowling ball.
I do. I'll do a gravity experiment. Let me smoke this shit and see if I
We're
start floating.
gonna reinvent the Bill Nye the Science Guy show. It's gonna be, you know, the science guys, and we're not gonna push climate change horseshit or try to fuck your kids or get them to change their gender. So that's, you know,
That's what you can always count on here at Outrage TV.
it's about time, dude. We need some friendly, you know, science toward the younger generation without anybody in a lab coat trying to fuck them. What's up, Bill Thompson? What's happening?
Okay, here's what you do. You turn off the news and you play the Wu-Tang Clan loud as you can. All right, get back to me.
That'll get you thinking scientifically.
Right, but in a
That'll get-
powerful way.
That'll get you bombing atomically. Socrates' philosophies.
And?
Hypotheses. This is right into the scientific method, dude.
Absolutely. It's all stated in the journal. It's called Liquid Swords. Okay? Yeah. Built for Cuban links.
Bill Thompson says, what do pimps and farmers have in common? They both need a hoe to stay in business. Oh! Yeah, dude. Oh, well, the farmers don't hoe by hand anymore. They got, you know, robotic hoeing operations going on, dude. That's
Robotic hoes. That sounds like the future of pimpery. Robotic hoes.
That sounds like Kylie Jenner.
That sounds like Tokyo 2077.
She's like a Voltron thought. She's been formed from disparate surgical parts.
Wow.
Just coming together, dude. And her surgeons get no credit for her success.
Oh, that's government, man. He won't. He didn't really do it.
Her surgeons should be up on the billboard, like posing, like right beside her, like, yeah, you know who the fuck did that. She didn't work for that ass.
And that Bijan, the Bijan suit, where they have like the really high end like advertisement and billboard of Bijan. Anyway, whatever. Just because he's getting paid.
I thought you meant the dog, like a Bichon.
Nope.
I was like, what are you talking about, sir?
The like Italian designer in LA.
I want to see
He has
that.
the yellow Rolls Royce, that yellow
Oh.
Downtown in Beverly Hills.
On Rodeo.
Yeah, it's the Rolls Royce, right? Is that the Rolls or the Bentley?
I hate people that take pictures by that motherfucker. What are you taking that picture for? Why?
Because you're trying to associate yourself with the status. It's like the Marlboro and the pretty girl. It's like the advertisement from back in the 50s when that's what they do. Or they'll do a Greek god statue and they put the Marlboro pack right there, right? And it's to associate their brand with something that they want to be synonymous with, right?
Yeah.
For the image.
Bill Hicks had the joke.
But
like,
Socrates has nothing to do with smoking Marlboro cigarettes.
Like sex and advertising. Like soon they're just going to show a close-up of a woman's legs spread and pan in right on that vagina. Super slow. And then they get full screen with the puss.
Yeah.
And it just says, drink Coke.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mercedes, like whatever. Like it's gonna be that British talking guy, the Infinity guy or whatever. Yeah, drive Infinity. It's just hardcore fucking, just anal, just drive Infinity.
Matthew McConaughey getting sucked.
Oh man, wow, rare. By Denzel Washington.
It's just the front. It's just you see the front shot of it and the head bobbing up and down on it, and he's just.
He gets up and looks back.
Sometimes. In the evening, you just want to cut loose.
yeah.
You drive.
Remember this shit? Like fucking the cock out of his mouth.
Less teeth. It doesn't even miss a beat.
Lexus. Oh shit. And good night.
I hate anyone who thinks about marketing or branding or like. How do I market this? Like, it's just people that don't, like...
That's what they say you have to do, be a good actor now out here in L.A., an artist or whatever. You have to be able to brand. You have to be a brand. You have to brand yourself. That's like, man, I don't even want to be an artist anymore if it's just about me branding myself. Like,
yeah,
but you got to get the name out there because it's saturated with names.
Yeah, the way people are doing it now is like, there's people are putting out short clips of their stand-up and sharing them on Instagram, and that's helping them go viral.
Really?
Like, outside of the system.
Is that what I need to do?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do, and then having a consistent touch base with the people that like you and shit. That's why I come on here and read all the comments and.
I need to have my own. I need to shout out my own page at the shows, at my open mics now, and have my own shit or give you a time, 3:00 every day or whatever my channel is.
Yeah.
That's what I have to start doing. I know that already now. Yeah.
Well, you just got to turn the camera on and start breakdancing.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Without you.
Yeah.
Dirty Vegas. Days go by.
We gotta play that every beat, like every time that I'm on. We gotta play that, like a break of that. Out of smoke, we gotta listen to that.
No, this is what happens when the Outrage crew comes up in the building. The comedy show's going all right, but then they're like coming to the stage. Everybody, it's Nick Jordan.
Let's do it. Oh.
And you don't let it get to the verses because nobody wants to hear Diddy rap. But that's that beat goes.
That's like Mace. Somebody wrote that shit.
That beat is hard body.
Wrote that shit. Smell that again. Tell yourself you love yourself.
Oh, dreams of rainbows and unicorns, ladies and gentlemen.
Beatles albums. Oh, you know what you ought to do? You ought to have a mushroom cap every now and then.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, a little one. Or in the stem, maybe.
A little micro dose.
Yeah, a little micro dose.
Scientific experiments with your consciousness, ladies and gentlemen. You want to be a psychonaut?
Or not.
Oh! Bill Thompson says, what's the difference between a joke and 3 cocks? My sister can't take a joke. Oh! Bill Thompson brings heat, dude.
It's
one
no
liner
question.
heat.
Yeah, this is a joke. That's it. He just brought jokes.
And he's got the most, standard American name ever.
I never heard of those jokes, so that's good. I'm actually, it's impressive to hear, but there's like so many. There's just so many jokes. People just think of jokes. But I fucking hate jokes as a comedian. I don't really want to hear jokes.
Yeah.
Right?
It gets old after like the third one.
Tonight was a little brutal. There was some brutalis tonight.
Yeah.
Couple fucking ew.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but right. Sure. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm just saying. It was like Try a little harder.
That chick.
Don't talk about what you're
That
supposed
chick
to do.
that went
Just
up
do it.
and was like, that was the
At
least.
least she was funny.
That was the least surprising
way.
thing about her set when she said she was single. It was like, oh, could you tell stories like that?
I was thinking, there's got to be something really wrong with her to be 46 and single.
It was like that whole story about Fred Siegel went nowhere. I went into Fred Siegel and
I didn't even hear those words.
they were.
Are you serious?
They were clothed and they had candy and.
Oh yeah, I was picking out the candy, and it was actually terrible candy.
No.
It really, I was pissed because if it was even Laffy Taffy, it would have been amazing taffy, right? Yummy shit. It wasn't. It's low grade.
Oh, what's up, Vanessa? What's up, Not a Bear?
Oh, we got a female in the house.
Vanessa
Hey.
says single at 46. Yeah, this 46-year-old chick went on stage tonight. She did not look 46. She had that Italian olive oil skin going on or something.
I mean, how did she look, man? 36, 38, whatever a girl looks at 38, I guess.
But you get them crazy old, single bitches in Hollywood. They're just like never had a family, walking around with all their regrets, just waiting to unleash on somebody.
Driving 20 miles an hour, swerving into your lane and traffic and shit, driving like just super
With an
slow
"I'm with
down
her"
the hill.
bumper sticker.
I don't get the reference.
That's Hillary Clinton's campaign slogan.
Oh, fuck.
Not a Bear says Jew supremacy is what clueless people believe in. White supremacy is. Oh, Jew supremacy is what clueless people believe white supremacy is. Oh, so Not a Bear believes in the Jewish conspiracy there that I'm currently trying to work my way into out here in Hollywood. I'm trying to get into the upper echelons and report back to the Outrage crew.
Well, she's picking up where World Trade Center 7 was putting down. Is that what she's picking up, or she's against it? She's a Silverstein fan, or no?
United Slaves of Jew America. This is Not a Bear.
Okay, I don't get it.
Um,
Bear arms?
that's his name, Not a Bear.
Not a bear.
Yeah.
No, okay, fine, okay.
But yeah, what do you? Kevin has thoughts on the Jews.
I don't.
Let's ruin your career.
Yeah.
Let's ruin any hope.
I love the Jews. The Mel Brooks, amazing.
As we were discussing in a heated fashion before the podcast, Kevin has thoughts on the Jews. Go.
Vehemently, I love the Jews. First off, I'd like to state.
He's foaming at the mouth with love for the Jews.
The Jews.
I just want to.
No.
I just want to do cocaine and do business deals with the guys.
Wow. I just want to stuff money into my bank account, tight as possible, with the biggest nose I can grow. And then when a little hat, see my hat? It's gonna get smaller and smaller. Be a little yammike, and I'm gonna have
The men in small hats did.
filthy bank account.
But they did chop your dick skin off. I think the Jews got you.
Yikes.
You're circumcised, right?
Oh yeah, no anteater for me.
They got me too.
No anteater. I'm full sea
I
bass.
just blame you at all on the Jews.
I can't believe you just outed my what's it called? My foreskin status.
There are no secrets on the Outrage TV.
I'm outraged.
Yes.
Oh man.
This is an OutrageCast. It's not a podcast.
Back to foreskin update. I'm Kevin Pollard. Okay.
I think a lot of what people think is a Jewish conspiracy is really high average IQ.
It's called awareness and logic.
Yeah, and they just happen to end up in a lot of nefarious positions. Like they run basically all the porn sites, all the biggest porn sites run by Jews.
Mm-hmm.
Federal Reserve run by Jews. Most of the mainstream media run by Jews.
Yeah.
All of the studios in Hollywood run by Jews. What else?
Well, it could be like the military-industrial complex, for instance.
The people that created fentanyl.
Oh yeah.
A family of Jews.
Really?
And OxyContin.
And Larry Silverstein. The Silverstein's Weinstein. Is he Jewish?
Weinstein's Jew.
Oh, he loves fucking people. Literally and figuratively.
Squirting implants.
He's squirting. He's pulling his dick out. You don't even know. Or you don't get the part. Oh, you weren't ready? Don't get the part. You don't want to suck it? That too bad. A lot of hair? Heh. Guess you don't care about acting.
But I've met nothing but nice Jews out here. A lot of them
They're
are
actually
funny.
hilarious.
A lot of them are funny.
They have a intrinsic, not intrinsic. They have an instinctual comedic timing and a robust, very powerful.
There's an internal conflict.
Something good there.
It's that Larry David shit. It's that constant
That's
it's
neuroses.
It's that bickering back and forth almost with yourself.
Yeah. I just can't come to terms quite. Even though you know good, you see the other.
But did you know it says in the Talmud that it's okay to have sex with kids as long as they're younger than 9.
That was a long
There's some
time.
creepy quotes in the.
Well, I'm sure you could pick quick creepy quotes from the Bible, the Quran.
Maybe.
Maybe. I've not read the Quran front to back, even though I've been to a mosque once.
Bill Thompson says Hitler did no wrong, smiley face.
Right, show me the footage, okay? No, you know what I saw is they had CIA papers that they released last week talking about how Hitler was alive until 1956, and there's a picture of him. You can actually see it. He actually escaped to Venezuela or some shit.
Argentina?
Is it Argentina?
Something like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? You saw that.
Yeah, where they got out of before the bombs hit.
Yeah, whatever the story was, but it was, I just read the CIA thing, the CIA papers that were this time not redacted all to shreds.
Owen Benjamin was making a good point,
I don't know what that means really, but
regarding the Holocaust. It doesn't make logical sense why you would, they had the Jews that they supposedly gassed and exterminated in work camps.
Yeah.
And so, if you're getting all that free labor, you have them basically enslaved. Why would it benefit you to kill them?
Because there's probably so many of them, mate. I don't actually know. They'd keep them busy during a time.
That's why the story's so powerful, because the hatred has to be so all-encompassing.
So they try to wipe a race off the planet.
Yeah, it has to be purely extermination. Yeah,
allegedly.
If it's.
But it's a story about Jews. It sounds like one that they made up, because there's infinite. Oh God, we feel so bad. It keeps getting brought up, but we keep going further away from it. Well, nobody's bringing it up like you bring up slavery. It's a super touchy subject. They don't keep bringing it up with glory and honor for the African Americans.
Yeah.
For the Black Americans, it's two different things, but you know what I'm saying? It's like there's more empathy for the Jews in Holocaust than there is for the slaves who live in or now, you know what I'm saying, in America or whatever. There's more. I feel like there's more sympathy for the Holocaust, and then more respect for the Jews. Then we have one day, we have Black History Month.
Yeah.
Why isn't it just the society that appreciates and recognizes Black history?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be Black History Month?
Yeah.
It's just a month. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Why isn't it always we pay attention and give that shit, right? The top of our fucking intelligence and respect, and work within those guidelines with everything else in society.
What's up, video game dude?
It's crazy, man.
It's
bullshit.
I think a lot of
racist, inherently racist. We live in it's already been decided that it's racist. Someone's controlling the racism.
Yeah.
It's not. I didn't decide to do that. That's been decided already. You want to talk about
and a lot of it
equality.
Is Jewish in-group preference, because it's in their benefit to, keep referring back to the Holocaust.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a marketing strategy almost. But remember, just do it.
Yeah.
Right? Holocaust. Right? Just all constant reminder.
Not a Bear says 100 million Christians murdered by Bolshevik Jews leading up to World War II. Jewish media never talks about that one. The Bolshevik Jews there, not the greatest. The Trotskyites.
So that's Russian.
I played Leon Trotsky. Yeah, I played Leon Trotsky.
So Stalin murdered them. Is that what the history says? What is it?
Trotsky was before Stalin.
Okay. He murdered Jews, right? They're saying Russian.
They're
Jews?
saying they murdered Christians.
Oh, the Jewish leaders. Okay, is that what you're saying? Well, fuck the Crusades. You got the whole Crusades.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Catholics went on a fucking.
I got to do some historical
right?
fucking research. Well, I think the Crusades.
Right?
I don't think that
was that a Christian move or a Catholic move?
It's always looked at as Christian aggression, but I think there was an element of self-defense there against Muslims that were wanting to spread militarily and conquer other countries.
Well, wasn't it a Catholic movement or a Christian movement? The Crusades, because was it?
I don't know. We can look it up.
The Catholics were killing the Christians.
Oh, no, it's definitely between Christians and Muslims.
Really? The Crusades? Okay.
The Crusades were a series of religious wars sanctioned by the Latin Church in the medieval period. The most commonly known crusades are the campaigns of the Eastern Mediterranean aimed at recovering the Holy Land from Muslim rule. Yeah. So it was a fight over Holy Land.
Oh yeah, like Palestine and Jerusalem.
I
Right?
guess. Let me grab another beer. Yeah, this is interesting shit, ladies and gentlemen. World history. The Jewish conspiracy. We're all over it. But yeah, I think people confuse a conspiracy with, high IQs. The Ashkenazi Jews supposedly, I've seen multiple studies on it.
You don't have a bong or anything, a pinch hit or anything?
And all of the Jews I've met that are Ashkenazi seem to have very high verbal IQs.
What the fuck is Ashkenazi?
That's
Ashkenazi?
That's a particular sect of Jews.
Okay.
From the Mediterranean there. And the Semitic peoples there. What's crazy is anti-Semitic. Everybody says that's anti-Jew, but Semitic is a group of languages that's spoken by Arabs and Jews. So it's like you could, if you're against ISIS, you could say you're technically anti-Semitic. Yeah.
See, I love the disinformation. It's the lack of information is what it is. It's
They're crafty with the language.
If it's not a full, well, it's like the books back in the day.
Marketing.
Listen to me, right? Yeah. Well, if you were able to write, you could write history. These are the first books that are like the templates, right, for mankind. So if you could write first, you could write history.
Yeah.
You can question anybody who wrote anything.
Yeah.
You could just say and set a standard without question. That's
History is weird like that. Like
it's
written by the people who won the wars, and it's like Then a century later, ancient alien theorists are looking at your cave paintings and being like, "What happened in this cave? There's a drawing of a disc in the sky. They couldn't have just had an imagination. It must have actually happened."
It's so crazy. Yeah, I don't know what to believe. Aliens.
Aliens built the pyramids according to ancient alien theorists.
But we haven't been to Egypt, which we should go and see the pyramids with our fucking face and be like,
you better grow your beard out a little more if we're going to Egypt.
oh, it will be. Don't you worry. That's where I can speak Arabic though. Egypt, in Jordan. That's one of the places I can go. You want to hit that? Or you want to hit a fresh one? None?
I'll take a little fresh one.
You're fine. So anyway, as I
and that's the thing with Islam and Judaism is there's that in-group preference, and they seem to have different moral expectations for people that are in the group and people that are out of the group. So in the Talmud, non-Jewish people are referred to as goyim, and they have a separate moral thing for it's okay to lie to goyim. It's okay to deceive them intentionally in order to further the Jewish cause. And
well, then there you go. That's 9/11 right there.
The same thing in Islam. They call them kafirs, I think, non-Muslim people. It's okay to lie to them. It's okay to get in and work your way into their institutions and try to subvert the culture.
For the benefit of Allah.
Yeah.
It's all it is, and that's.
It's a form of psychological warfare.
Fuck.
And Christianity is not like that. That's why it's separate. That's why it's different. Christianity has a universal moral system. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be applied to everybody, and they don't exempt themselves from the rules they hold everybody else to. Mm-hmm. So it's supposed to be universal. Mm-hmm. And so that's why Christians get taken advantage of a lot and get pushed around, is because we're like, no, let's everybody be nice together. Right. Everybody can come in if you work hard, and and then everybody's like, yeah, we're just gonna get in there and get on the welfare state and
praise God,
or elect one of our officials and start running shit. And we're like, guys, now let's be nice, all right? Well, let's follow the teachings of Jesus. And they're just like, yeah, all right, motherfucker, we'll see.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Oh yeah, prostitutes. Like at the same time. Lobbyists. Yeah. One more. What is it? Term. You're about to get reelected and shit. It's like Mitt Romney asking for the applause.
Oh, you're talking about Jeb Bush. Please clap.
Oh, it's Jeb Bush. Please clap.
Mitt Romney has multiple wives. He's not on that bullshit. He don't give a fuck if you clap. He's
he's got bitches clapping.
He's hitting both them weird asses in Mormon pajamas that night.
Wow, he's a happy man. I'm a very happy man. Married man. I love both my wives. That's amazing.
Let's look at some comments here. Beer on ice? Yeah, you goddamn right. We got to keep it cold, baby. We got to keep it cold. The apartment is steamed up, baby. We're keeping that beer on ice. It gives you an extra little hit of hydration there when you sip on your beer. You don't have to have 2 separate containers, the water and the beer. You just combine the motherfuckers in one. And you killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
That hillbilly's coming out.
Oh, shit.
That hillbilly coming out of him. He's, it's Oklahoma boy. He can't help himself.
William Anderson, what's up, baby? He says always request a green hit.
Yeah.
Give me the greens.
Yeah, man.
Vanessa says she's a writer. She says she works in marketing. Oh Lord, she's on that demon trail there. We're fucking with you, Vanessa, but that's hilarious. We're talking shit about marketing and branding and shit. I do like Mad Men though.
Branding your
I would
race.
like to drink at work. I would like to drink in the middle of the day in my office.
Oh man.
Don Draper style.
Wow.
And
A scotch, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, just have, what do they call that little cart? That little fucking...
Wet bar?
Something like that. Little mini bar.
Mini bar.
Yeah, it's just on a cart.
Yeah. The
and it's got the ice and the scoop and the glasses.
Yeah.
And all the fine cognacs and whiskeys.
The yaks. The yakety yaks. Yeah. That's how it was, wasn't it? Back then you could smoke inside, when you could smoke in an airplane.
She writes marketing ads, commercial scripts, etc. for a marketing firm. We have about 40 clients. Vanessa says she does drink at work. That's hardcore as a motherfucker.
Okay.
She does.
Lay off the alcohol at work, man.
So it gets you loosened up. It'll get them ideas flowing, and then you pass out and have a nap.
Fuck your boss and call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
Swerve a little out of the lane on the way home from work. It's fine.
Cut off a mother of 4.
Run
over a family of ducks.
Any publicity is good publicity.
I tell you what.
There it is.
Hey, stick to the principles and you'll win this game.
The Jews told me.
I'm just quoting the Jews. I'm quoting the Talmud.
Harvey Weinstein's just promoting that next movie.
Yeah, hey, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? He wants a good actress. He's trying to figure out who
wants a good
to
sport.
Be there. Yeah. He's looking for the spirit. It's the spirit. It's all about I'm looking for the girl with the right spirit. Come on.
Here's where the rubber meets the road. Comes out in his fucking robe in the hotel room. Time for a business meeting.
One more thing.
And he pulls out that fucking cactus of a cock.
Oh wow. Just a bolognese. A lumpy snake dick. It's curled like a pig. Like a pig dick.
It's the Wicked Witch of the West nose, dude.
Yeah,
it's got like Halloween props that pop, like a skeleton flies up when he pulls his pants down.
Yeah, it's like a Jack in the Box and shit.
You're gonna be in the movies, kid.
This is what you waited for your whole life. Suck it, get it hard.
What would you do to be in a buddy action comedy with Tom Cruise? That's the question.
Oh wow.
Would you join Scientology?
Look, man, it'd have to be a clean dick, all right? Or I'll just move to Thailand and teach English as a second language.
We're gonna do a polite talk so we don't get too off the rails in the podcast. Let's see some comments here.
The fact that we have actual comments is funny.
AJ's currently looking for work. He was fired at his last job.
Where is AJ currently living?
Yeah, where are you at, AJ? How about Postmates?
Yeah, do Uber Eats. Very low responsibility. You to eat. That's all you. You gotta finish that. You can't give me that. I don't want that now.
It's okay. Everything's gonna work out.
How did it taste?
Oh, magical.
Yeah. I'm high.
So yeah, dude. What should you tell your head trauma story? Every comic has a fucking head trauma story, dude. Roseanne.
Can you see it on the screen?
Is that you see the scar, everybody? There it is.
Roseanne has one? Or you just
Roseanne got hit by a car.
When?
When she was little.
Oh.
And
shit.
so did I've been forgetting his name all. Sam Kinison.
Really?
Hitting his head.
That's what Trenton Stewart Jones said that I remind him of tonight.
Sam Kinison?
Yeah, you remind me of young Sam Kinison or Sam Kinison. I don't know if that matters, but yeah.
He kind of had that.
He liked it when I was really angry tonight. Really high tense shit.
Yeah, he had that. Sam Kinison had that almost preacher mode.
Yeah.
but he would get into like screaming like.
Oh
you know,
yeah, tirades.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I know Sam Kinison. I know the man.
But he was hit by a car too.
Kinison.
Yeah. And so I feel like it's like smart people that then got a smack in the head. Like I've also like, have you ever pump faked on somebody under the goal playing basketball? And then they come down on top of you?
Yeah.
I had a dude's elbow come down
You told me
on
that.
top of my head.
Yeah, don't tell me. I want to hear that.
And then
nasty
the
shit.
blood
I
fucking trickled down, dude.
I want to hear that.
But that was one of those weird moments where you don't even know you're hurt. Everybody else is like, oh shit.
Hey, you dying.
One of my friends, he was that same shit. He was the defender. The dude pump faked and he like went up and then he got undercut and fell and like barely braced himself with his arms and then got cut over the top of his eye. And that shit started coming down. I was like, oh
yeah.
He leaking.
Leak daddy. You leaking daddy. Let me hit this, man. Fuck you. No more bloods. Let me talk about no bloods, no crips.
Yeah, you ain't shit unless you had some head trauma, dude. We got some little light CTE on the OutrageCast here.
Yeah, do I tell a story? Or not?
Go ahead. You know, we can do whatever the fuck you want, man. Let's talk about some other shit.
Yeah.
Talk about the news.
I'm following you, yeah. Following you.
There was a guy who
Antonio Brown of the Raiders.
the man who used
How's that affect your
HIV.
draft process next year?
Dude, I'm not playing no fantasy football. It's just like I'm not beating off to porn. I'm not living vicariously through motherfuckers.
To another man.
You know, living out their success. I've had enough of that input. And, you know, every now and then it's fun to watch a game.
Trying to be the rapper in the video, you know? Trying to live your life like you see a rapper in a video or some shit. You see all these dudes with tats on their faces? More and more kids got tats on their face. I bet these kids got no knuckles. Dude, I bet they got no fists.
Tekashi 6ix9ine snitched his way out of prison.
Yeah. He's in witness protection program.
Yeah.
And he's out talking shit on those songs.
Good luck with that.
It's hard as fuck.
Good luck with that, dude.
And he's from Chicago.
Oh yeah, Bernie Sanders had some head trauma.
Oh no shit.
He slipped and hit his head on the fucking shower door.
Hey, Doc Brown.
7 stitches, dude.
Doc Brown.
Who's that?
Back to the Future.
I haven't seen that movie.
Can I get some comments on that? Nick hasn't seen Back to the Future.
Fuck that movie. It's too late.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It's too late, man. I missed the train on it. Prickly. Look at it. What they say. Oh.
Probably talking shit about me. What's the comment?
Oh. They're talking about Bernie. He got 7 stitches. He can't even. He's supposed to handle Russia and Vladimir Putin.
Oh, shit, you talking about right now?
He can't even handle the fucking shower door.
He just got.
Yeah, he was in a press conference with a big ass fucking stupid bandage on his head.
Shit, he lived through that shit. You go through trials and tribulations until you die. He's
not fit, man. I don't want my president slipping in the shower.
He's not fit.
He was beaten off, slipped in his own output.
Trump's fit.
He was getting all Weinstein in the shower, bruh.
Trump's fit.
He ain't slipping in the shower. He handled his business in the shower, dude.
That's only because of age, not fitness.
He's in the 70s too. He's got that dragon energy.
Excuse me. I have to cough. I have to get something out of it. I have to cough.
Get into it.
Okay. 2 weeks.
Gotta go under the rig here.
I'll go under the rig.
AJ says I need to watch Back to the Future. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna watch it and think it's corny because it's probably dated. It was probably awesome for the time.
Oh, just don't be a fucking jerk off. Just have some fun with it. It's it's not real life and shit.
Back to the fucking future.
Shit is great. But there was a purpose to saying that. It wasn't just to talk about the movie Shameless Plug.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Those are good.
I wanna see that new Jordan Peele shit. That's like one of the few movies in the last fucking couple years that's getting me fired up and want to see it. Us. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Yeah, but I'm not a horror fan in general, but I do know that he is making a statement about our society currently.
Right. It is looking kind of supernatural, and most of it's like,
camera work.
Absurdly like surreal.
She's got that funny ass voice.
That's what was awesome about Get Out, was it was so rooted in like just playing it straight. Yeah, a little realism, and then it slipped into the weird, like crazy dark shit. But it all felt like it was plausible in the rules that the story had set up.
Well, you don't know this one. And this one's already. We haven't seen this new one, and it's already getting off the bat, getting like best.
I want to do that shit like, with comedy though. This thing that I'm writing right now, The Swamp. It's like it's basically my like reimagination of Strangelove, Dr. Strangelove, with like a Trump type figure at the heart of it, going into he wins the Senate election, the big upset, but he's not like bombastic and overconfident and like a dickhead. He's kind of meek, and he's a family guy, and he just wants to work across the aisle and really do something great for America. And he's just like humbly like, no, let's do this. We should audit the Federal Reserve. It's like a problem. Like he's so genuine and naive, but he just gets shit done in business. And he goes into this this environment where he's like wants to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, like he's a patriot, like they're in my government, like they should be on board with making the country better. And he steadily, it's just him realizing that everyone around him is irredeemably evil and trying to manipulate him constantly and trying to just blackmail him and get it on camera.
Oh wow.
That's all they're trying to do. And he keeps getting lured in these situations where he's like, no, we should really like just cut spending.
He gets out of it. Like somehow he notices it at the last second and says something and gets out of it or something.
But then it turns into a little bit of a horror element.
Oh yeah.
Toward the end, he starts realizing what's controlling everybody's brains.
Oh okay.
And it's like this fucking creature. But
a creature.
That's how I want it to be, is like Get Out, like plausible, but it slips into the absurd when you don't expect it. And you're like, oh, what the fuck? Takes you on that ride.
Well, that's the metaphysical aspect of life, man. There's something going on, metaphysically that we can't.
What's your favorite horror movie? I think I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, the best, most effective horror movie is The Shining. I don't ever want to watch that movie again.
That's a good pick.
That movie's fucked up.
Just the stillness of some of the scenes. You sit and watch that whole thing. It's an experience.
We did it
that's something you can just see on the movie channels, and you just tap into it for a second, and you're like right back there. And it's in the bathroom with all the red, and the butler's there, and it's that tense moment.
The worst is that old lady. He thinks he's kissing that beautiful woman.
Oh, she turns to rotten goop.
I couldn't get that out. I still can't.
I'll turn away from that scene. Once is enough.
That's what I'm telling you. I don't ever want to watch that movie again. There's not another. I don't need to see it again. We saw it in class.
And I hate looking at his wife's face, that actress.
Oh, me too. Yeah. But remember, we saw it in class, right? It's The Shining.
Olive oil.
Cooper
from
class.
Popeye.
Remember the Cooper class?
Yeah.
We saw it in class. That was the first time I watched it all the way through, right?
Really? That was the first time you watched it all the way through?
Exactly. Heard of it, but I never knew. And then we just watched it for Halloween last year. Mandy and I. We watched it, and that was it. I was like, I'm never watching this shit again. We watched the whole thing, and I was like, fuck this movie.
It's creepy.
It's incredible, but it's fucking incredible. The intro with the plane and the music. Like how that fucking shit sounds.
I like that shit. I like where they meet with the guy in the office.
It's so fucking.
And Jack is all dressed up and nice, and he's cheerful.
Yes.
And he's like hearing the story of the last guy who lived there, who slowly went out of his mind and killed his entire family. And he's like, oh.
Well, that's fine.
Okay, that's not us.
Yeah, well, that won't be me.
Well, I'm a different person.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
But notice how was that one of the first movies about the house taking over the people that live inside it? Because that theme has been bitten off so fucking hard and so many times. It's cliche. It's
Indian burial ground shit. That's what that was. It was in an Indian burial ground. Right? Yes, sir. No, what I was going to tell you was I never noticed that the whole time he was writing, you sent me a text, Jack, work, all work, no play.
Play makes Jack a dull boy.
You sent that to me one time as a text or some shit like that. And I didn't get it. And I was like, I saw that movie and it fucking froze me because he had a stack. He wrote his whole novel, and all he wrote was that.
Yeah.
The whole time he had been flipped out.
Yeah.
Before you notice
Or
he's down there again.
He's just imagining that and looking at all his own notes, and he's seeing that and going crazy that way.
Oh, I like that.
Or it's all in his head.
Yeah. I like that, but you also have to think of the aspect of the Indian burial ground. Like they destroyed the Indian burial ground and built the land, so it's like those spirits are making him go crazy, right? They're like the doorway, the gateway into the evil.
It's the guilt from smallpox. You damn European.
Yeah.
You bring your diseases. Oh.
Columbus.
Destroy my people.
Never again. The buffalo. They killed all the buffalo.
The Indians took
The
part in
cavalry
destroying
killed
the
all the
buffalo.
buffalo. No,
It can't be.
don't say that. Don't
Were
say that.
Were they in perfect
Oklahoma.
harmony and shit?
You're from Oklahoma. How could you? How could you?
Dude, they were going after them buffalo. They were killing as many as they could.
Cavalry.
They wanted them.
Cavalry.
The Indians too.
No.
I'm saying both of them.
No.
Why don't
they lived?
they were going to war with each other? You think they let up on the buffalo?
They weren't going to war with the buffalo.
You think they're going to treat buffalo better than
Indians,
humans?
man, the Indians used it for coat. They used the fucking teeth for fucking like little hammers and tools and shit, bro. Why would they murder all of them? Why would they murder all of them and get rid of them?
You know, it's not exactly the highest IQ population
No,
to be thinking about carrying capacity and like your responsibility to the environment.
You have limited resources. They needed the buffalo. They didn't murder the buffalo.
I'm a conspiracy theorist.
You're full of shit. Smoking this weed, now you're full of shit. He's lying to you.
Do you think they were like, oh no, we've got to halt on the buffalo killing now. We don't, no more teepees. Sorry, you can't have a teepee.
The cavalry slaughtered them with machine guns, man. They
Mr. Bear Claw,
them.
you can't have a teepee. We're halting. You have to get a permit.
It's a one
To kill
buffalo
them
county.
up.
It's one buffalo
They were
county.
not doing that
It's
shit.
bullshit, okay?
They were killing them with fucking arrowheads. They were trying their best.
No,
they didn't
but
have
they
guns.
didn't erase
They didn't have
the
guns
species.
or
They weren't
wheels.
erasing the species.
They didn't have wheels, bro.
Why are you not listening to me?
They didn't have wheels, bro.
They're aborigines living off of the land only.
They didn't have wheels, bro.
They didn't need wheels.
Dude, they
man.
definitely needed wheels.
No, they didn't need wheels.
It would have been nice.
No, they were fine. They were fine.
Dude, 90% of them died from the smallpox before the Europeans even hit the shore. That disease was spreading all around the fucking world.
Says who? Your German statisticians that you get your facts from?
I think it was Columbus.
Who the fuck knows? Well, right.
I think it was Columbus's crew
Green
that
Death.
originally seeded that fucking and brought it over here.
That's true. Yeah.
And then it worked its way up. And then the Pilgrims came after that, and literally the Indians were getting decimated already by smallpox by the time the Pilgrims were over here. So it wasn't like it's made out to be this big historical genocide that the Europeans came over here in like those smallpox blankets and were like, you know, like we're deliberately, and then like, you know, there's
This is a heavy Anglo take you're having.
there's some
here,
grisly
man.
wars that happened, but it wasn't a deliberate like let's exterminate the Indian.
If you did
Which the word genocide implies. That's all I'm saying.
you
when
just
it's
do the
characterized.
history of the buffalo and how that devastated the fucking how it devastated the people. It robbed them of their like spirit and everything. It was the last one. It's like basically making them go corporate.
How come we still got buffalo?
No, they're not. They're bison.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not buffalo. They're bison.
they seem like the same thing.
To an idiot.
What's the
idiots.
difference?
What?
What's the difference?
Between me and you? You want to
Buffalo
sound with
and
the
bison.
penis? You want to scream who gives a fuck and see who means it?
Dude, between a buffalo and a bison, I bet you can't even point out one difference.
Fuck, it's like a phenotype of a fucking marijuana plant.
Exactly. You went
It's
straight.
DNA.
You went
DNA
straight.
structure. It's
you,
DNA.
You went
It's a
straight
different
for the
molecule. It's a different little chain of DNA.
4-syllable word.
I gave you bison. What more do you want from me? You were lost
What's
at
the
bison. You were
difference?
convinced at
You
bison.
still got them. They're not.
It's like an alligator and a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You seen an alligator? Does it look like a dinosaur or a dog?
Looks like an alligator. It looks like a big reptile.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking dinosaur.
Well, dinosaurs usually, you know, a little bigger.
No, come on. You think about the dinosaur world. They have little dinosaurs and big dinosaurs. Alligator is tiny. It's like 10 feet.
I mean, it was around in prehistoric
Look at that
times.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay. So alligator's a dinosaur, man. That's all I'm saying.
How did we get to
running around? You just admitted it.
How
you
did we
just
get
agreed
to
to it because of the bison. You can have something that's similar, but not it. The woolly mammoth is like a yak or some shit today. It's a lineage,
and
brother. It's pedigree, Holmes.
It doesn't seem like that big of a tragedy.
But you're not doing the research. You don't know. So that's why you think that. You're
Well,
fucking ignorant.
We still have bison.
Huh?
Why are they called buffalo then?
This is what you need to fucking put it to the Google monster.
Difference between buffalo and bison.
Because I can't remember every single article and every single fucking, thing I've ever read in my life, man. I'll keep it all stored in there. Some things I need to go.
Here it is. It's so common, in fact, that we sometimes use the two interchangeably. But if you really want to know the difference between a buffalo and a bison, the American bison is native to North and South America and Europe, while the other two buffalo species reside in Africa and Asia. Same animal, different continent. We still have them. They didn't go extinct.
So what's a buffalo?
It's a bison. Same shit. It's just geographically referred to differently.
So in Africa it's a buffalo?
Yeah.
So why do we know buffalo first and not bison? And by the way, bison burgers, terrible.
Bad.
Right? The worst.
Yeah.
I had one. I was working for the sports animal, and I was at the fucking Oklahoma City. What's the Ford Center?
Yeah.
I was at the Ford Center. Ate it at their best place.
Dude, if you get a burger on them grill
Ate
outs
it for free, and it was horrible. I told them to take it back and give me.
Was it dry?
It was the flavor of it. Gamey.
Yeah. I don't mind gamey if it's cooked right.
No, it was fucking horrible. Give me a hamburger. Give me a chicken. I want the chicken.
Dude, when you have those burgers,
maybe I got chicken tenders.
I would go with my grandpa to the Oklahoma Sooner games and the cookouts outside there. Somebody tailgating. Oh man, it was all charcoaled up, just perfect.
Yeah.
You get that fat purple onion on there with a mustard.
Oh yeah.
And
that's it, crispy.
Yeah, and the tomato, and then the bun is just fucking put on
like
the grill for a little bit.
Like a little two-hat.
The bun, they fucking sear that bun too, and so it's like got that soft, warm crispiness to it, and you're like, ooh, God.
Did you put Miracle Whip on that shit or anything? Or
No, it had
mustard.
mustard. Yes, sir. Another beer, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta fucking drain the vein. Give me a rating out of 10. This is the most disrespectful part of the podcast every night when the federal outrage chancellor has to go to the bathroom and unload. All right, and we give ratings on his flow. All right, out of 10.
Does that mean we're gonna hear it?
Exactly. So you hear the snoring from lovely heaven.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear the outrage chancellor getting it done.
Basically, Mozart plays now. I'm gonna smoke this fucking joint. That's what I'm gonna do. Shit smells like some fucking swaggy.
So disrespectful, dude. You know what I'm saying? We just give you the sensory experience here at Outrage TV. We give you the sounds of biology happening in the other room.
The ecosystem.
Expelling the water. We hear the sounds of the sleep cycle. We hear the sounds of the stimulating of the human consciousness here with the flick of the lighter. It's all just coming full circle, ladies and gentlemen. Happy fucking St. Patty's Day.
Top of the morning to you.
I hope Conor McGregor wins his next fight.
Hey, why did he get arrested?
Because he threw a fan's phone on the ground. Who knew what precipitated that? I bet. Here's what I bet happened. I bet somebody
Shoved it in his face.
I bet some fucko came up and was asking for a picture with Conor, and then as he's taking the picture, he says some shit like, "With the motherfucker that got KO'd by Khabib," or some thinking he could get away with it.
Wow.
And then Conor's like snatching that phone.
Oh, for sure. You challenged.
Spiking it.
You challenged him and tried to get away with it on the slide.
And that's the ultimate like.
That's the ultimate fuck you. That's how you get your ass whooped though.
Yeah. But he would have made that guy's life if he fucking knocked him out.
Oh yeah. Millions. 10 million. He just settled out of court. He wouldn't even have got it. He just would have settled.
If you're gonna punch him, you better put him into some muscular dystrophy. Really send him.
I'll pay that bill.
Dude.
I'll pay for this bitch motherfucker's wheelchair. It's not a problem. Won't be a
I want to see you show up in court.
You know what? It's a tax write-off.
Showing up in court like goddamn Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Oh, you enjoy the money? Yes.
Yeah, do your keyboard attached to your lap. Your fucking dick won't work. Yeah. Make sure his dick don't work. That's it. Game over.
Stomped in legs like fucking Rick James.
Stomped his dick. Hey, stomp his dick.
You don't want to know that guy. Stomp his dick guy. Holy
He just steps up out of nowhere. Just came at the last minute. Hey, stomp his dick. Hey, you know what I would have done?
They said,
Stomped his dick.
is this guy from Radiohead?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, buy my album.
Vanessa likes bison burgers. What's up, Steven Johnson?
Yeah, what you want to hear? Creep? You want me to sing Creep?
I like Devil's Rejects. This is Rob Zombie shit. It's creepy. I liked the Rob Zombie Halloween too.
Did you? I didn't see that. Jason and Freddy. Probably Freddy. Jason and Freddy was the ones I grew up with. I liked the most.
I haven't seen the new Halloween. Apparently Danny McBride helped write that screenplay.
He did. I was reading about that the whole time, and they brought back what's her face? Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Big titties.
That's why I didn't end up watching it, I think, because she's like the centerpiece of the movie, and I'm like, on her.
Well, she was fine as fucking True Lies. You get this? This is pretty mild. $6 joint. I'm gonna leave it here too.
Vanessa says GSP is my favorite UFC fighter. I wanted to see Conor versus GSP. I think GSP would fuck him up with the wrestling though.
See, that sucks. I thought he was never gonna be beat, and then now it's like dudes are going all, wrestlers are like.
Wrestling is the most important skill in mixed martial arts. Like,
otherwise you should just box.
You can be a badass striker, but it's gonna catch up to you if you don't have the wrestling ability to control where the fight takes place and be multidimensional and defeat multiple different types of fighters.
Of course,
wrestling is the most important shit.
So you think Khabib was just gonna be untouchable his whole career, or what?
Unless somebody knocks him out coming in. Unless somebody catches him with a fucking knee or an elbow or it can be done.
Well, right. It's just gonna have to take somebody with the striking power of Conor and the fucking wrestling ability of Khabib.
I figured Conor could have.
Hey, I want to see him fight again. Are they gonna fight again, or is Khabib not gonna give him another?
I think Khabib is retiring. He wanted to fight with GSP and then it didn't happen, so I think he's.
So I didn't know that he's been in the game that long to where he just retired.
We got the president in the chat. What's up, 1,000-yard bear stare? And when we got President Donald J. Trump, he said, we're going to keep winning in 2020 and beyond. Exclamation point.
I agree with that.
We got the president in the chat. Welcome, Mr. President.
We're good to hear from you, Mr. President.
Yeah. He's
got my vote.
He's basically a stand-up comedy. He's basically a stand-up comic at this point.
Oh.
Because what he does is he puts out tweets that he knows are going to make people freak out, but has a hint of truth in them. And he knows there's going to be a reaction to it. And then everybody takes the bait, everybody in the mainstream media, because that's how they get their ratings, is talking about what an idiot Trump is every day.
Right.
And so they go straight to his tweet, highlight what he was talking about, what he wants to, and so they put that up on their screens. And then he just fucking refers back to it in one of his rallies. He'll be like, they just step right into promoting whatever it's like they're stepping on a rake. His tweets are a rake, and they just keep boom. Damn, we just walked into it, and he just goes up on stage at the rallies, and he's like, "They stepped on the rake. They stepped on the rake again. Oh, what are they doing?" And he's like, they just keep falling over themselves, trying to make him look terrible, and in the process, they're losing all of their credibility.
I'm sitting here listening to you, and you know what I do? I feel like Oswald right now. They're gonna use this fucking podcast against me when I'm MK Ultra'd and set up to assassinate Trump. They're gonna say that I was.
We're not patsies here.
That I was a fucking
Outrage TV
Ruski sympathizer.
Oh, he's one of the greatest comic politicians
He's
of
a
all
businessman.
time.
He's a shrewd businessman. You have to be a
He's made me laugh more than
motherfucker.
any comedian in the past 2 years. Just because you're fake
Who's
news.
your funnest? Yeah, who's your favorite comedian right now? Donald Trump.
Oh man,
Wow.
he's just a constant fucking show.
He's a hoot. A real hoot of an
absurdity.
individual.
But finally somebody calling out the media that's obviously fake. Like the fact that people don't recognize that advertising dollars are corrupting what's being shown and what's not being shown on the news stations.
Yeah.
Fucking stuff.
I was gonna say.
She's all spread out with no things. You're going in super hard, baby. You okay? Deep dive. Man, she was going super fucking coal miner with that snore game, bro. She had a decade hard in the mine, smoking fucking
That
Marlboros,
light shit in there with that bitch.
smoking Camels.
Wow, yeah, she's on the Turkish golds. God damn, that's with the cigars when I collect well, I wasn't getting high. I wasn't getting enough. When I was 11, I switched to cigars.
Have a cigar after your play date.
Yeah, well, post World War I, it's a tough time to live. You need a cigar.
Making a can of beans over a fire.
Good eating here. That's what you say. Good eating here.
Oh. What's up, Callie? My roommate there, she was having a hard little snore there.
Sawing logs, as they say.
Yeah,
Stop
dude.
laughing.
Yeah.
At the saw log. At the line.
Them salt mines, bro.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
that pickaxe.
Light that, hey, where's some shit? The gold here? Where's the coal? Oh, fuck. She could have been on the runway at LAX.
Dude.
And just would have known. Just put her right where the tires lift off. She wouldn't even have known as long as she didn't get ran over by the plane. Wouldn't even have known.
Oh.
We're gonna be sore tomorrow.
It's that blue collar labor there.
Yeah, I got my fucking.
Oh, you went to the
tired.
gym?
Yes. Yes, that's why I needed the tortellinis.
Yeah, dude.
I ain't playing with you.
I've been going to Little Caesars getting that full fucking $5 hitter.
Oh, dude, those are epic.
Yeah.
You know, 506 when those first came out, life.
That's my first stop after the gym.
My man.
Fueling up.
Fueling up.
Then I stop by the Ralph's, get a couple protein bars and a motherfucking pint of the ice creams.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever flavor you prefer.
What flavor you like? Which one?
Dude, I like that sea salt caramel.
Oh, no. Are you fucking serious? I don't want any
I dig
salt.
on cookies and cream.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
I like straight vanilla,
Oh, yeah, I can do a straight vanilla.
especially after some pasta or some goddamn pizza. Ooh.
I'm a chocolate guy, though. Through and through. I want all the chocolate.
It's too much for me
No.
for the ice cream. It's
No, I
too
want a brownie.
to eat a whole pint at a time.
Mousse. I want the mousse, chocolate mousse with the, or like Ben and Jerry's though, the brownie fudge with the cooked chocolate chip
New York
cookie
super
dough.
fudge chunk.
They're the best of both worlds. Or the Tonight dough. That's
But you can dig on all of that if you go to the gym first,
Yeah.
and then it fucking
they have the
doesn't,
cinnamon bun.
doesn't
on
leave
top
a
of that.
dent.
Don't leave a dent. Only makes a fucking an AK. Makes an
Ne-
AK.
Definitely never flex again on the camera. You need to. That was very. You were a little early on that one. You needed to put another 2 months in before you brought that out on the podcast, dude. So disrespectful. That was even more disrespectful than the piss break that everybody heard.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, drop down and give me 20 right now, dude.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. It's so cut. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll show it elsewhere. It'll be seen elsewhere. You can catch it elsewhere. Something about it, kidding me? Come on. It's a little, sorry.
So what are your thoughts on the Federal Reserve? What do we need to do? What
It's
has
all
to be
right. We
done?
don't need to run.
Are we fucked economically?
What are we gonna do? Oh my God, we're gonna suffer. Cause who the fuck is gonna do anything? I'm jaded.
There's enough.
Let me tell you
There's
something.
enough people who want freedom that also have guns.
But that's what's gonna have to come down to. It's gonna have to get to the absolute worst.
It's a deterrent.
measure.
Deterrent. It's that ultimate deterrent, bro. It's like nuclear weapons. Nothing has been better for the deterrent of big scale wars than nuclear weapons, because that endangers the leaders as well, the quote unquote leaders, the rulers. That endangers the rulers' lives as well if they're playing with nuclear weapon fire. If you
What does that have to do with the common man and how we overthrow the shit?
I was talking about deterrent as far as
What's the
people who
deterrent?
want
I'm
more
confused.
freedom
Yeah.
have guns.
Okay.
And
But
so
do they
it's a-
really have more freedom?
That want freedom is what I'm saying. The freedom-minded individuals. But the trouble is, will the economy bottom out? And everybody's going to be in fucking trouble and we hit the fucking
You have no
skids.
idea what you're talking about. Tell me right now. You have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
What? It's the race of people
I'm
getting their
fucking-
shit together and the
fucking-
economy
I'm
might
fucking-
collapse.
Yeah, the Federal Reserve. If we don't know, if nobody knows about it, how can you defeat it if you don't know about it? You saying enough people do know about it to fix it?
Should
Why
we start a
does it exist?
petition?
Don't tempt me. Well, how many positions down?
Should we go to door to door?
Yeah.
Should we get 10 speeds and start talking about the Federal Reserve?
We gotta get 12 speeds. We're living in Los Angeles. This shit is like a war zone on those roads out here.
We need to go door to door.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
some
Suits.
sharp,
white shirts.
short sleeve
Oh,
dress
absolutely.
shirts.
Yeah. Can I bring my Bible? That's my only question.
Well,
Do I bring my Quran?
you bring your Torah.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna have some in-group preference.
Yeah, I bring a little in-group preference and your door. Woo. That's
Little
all you need.
ideological subversion for
Ah, that's all you need. Wow, come ready to oh wow, come ready to support the regime.
We're here to talk about the men in small hats that are at the Federal Reserve.
Uncircumcised Federal Reserve workers.
No, they're heavily circumcised.
Oh yeah, they're heavily circumcised.
They took the whole
They're
top part
extremely-
off. They took the whole top part off.
They're extremely.
We kept it extra clean.
circumcised. Wow. They go through daily circumcisions, micro circumcisions.
Extremely circumcised.
Well, if you don't know, I'm extremely circumcised. Well, if you must know, right? Well, if you must know, sir,
Yeah.
I am extremely circumcised.
If you want to know,
Okay.
if you want to know who you're really dealing with here,
yeah.
we're
You
gonna
want to
clue
get
you in.
You want to get a glimpse to what the real is.
They call me the nub.
Hey, it's a pedigree thing.
They call me the towel nub.
Tal nub. Talmud, tal nub. Don't get it confused.
But you know the Orthodox practice. It's rarely practiced, but
The
it's super
Hasidic?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, you told me to this, man. You
Yeah.
told me to this,
Yeah.
which means
We
nothing.
don't have to discuss it. I
That's-
don't know why my mind went there, but every
You
time
know
I
what-
see
because
him,
you know why? Jouissance.
it's extra strange.
It's grotesque.
I mean, you know,
Can we have an espresso, or is it too late?
I don't give a fuck.
It's 1:16 in the a.m.
We could do that.
I'm a little droopy-eyed because I'm getting a little stony-pied.
We're at 70 minutes.
Do we stop?
We can finish off with an espresso.
How much
I'll
longer?
load one
are we
up.
going?
Are you going to entertain the people while I'm loading one up?
Yes, I'm gonna flex.
Oh. There you talk about the plan of action.
Never too late. Thank
Talk-
you.
Talk about the the game plan
They say
for taking back the republic.
they say we can look up online how to make guns. That's
We
perfect.
need a 3D printer.
That's perfect.
I can make a rubber band gun.
Oh, I just got accused as being the flat Earth guy. That I'm probably the flat Earth guy.
Oh, are you? There's no real way to prove unless you go up and observe it for yourself, because we know NASA is bullshit.
Wow. Oh, you're talking about empirical evidence.
Yeah.
Well, how fucking dare you?
Oh, you're talking about empirical evidence. Yes, sir.
Well, yes, sir. Is that how I entertain the folk? Do I discuss empirical evidence and the importance?
You know.
Oh, that's what I missed tonight on my
Are we living
set.
in a dome or not?
I don't think we're living in a dome. I think we're being lied to on an epic scale about how.
Do you think we went to the moon?
How am I supposed to know that? How am I actually supposed to know that?
Exactly.
I can't tell you either way. That's not even a fair question.
I understand.
Hey man, make sure you don't fuck up my coffee over there.
Oh, how
What's
dare
that?
you?
What is that dirty ass cup right there? Is that where the coffee's going in?
That's got coffee seasoning on it, bro. That's called.
Man,
you
I
know,
don't want any coffee
it's
seasoning.
like an aged steak.
Oh, those 50-day dry aged steaks in fucking Spain or Italy or wherever Bourdain went.
You're not a connoisseur unless you have a little bit of microbacteria growing on your fucking coffee serving.
Wow.
All right.
I guess I'm not a connoisseur, man. That hurts. That hurts me.
The Birkenstock wearers hate you.
Birkenstock wearers hate him. I am now gonna have a THC mint. All right. So you can watch me have that. She is a heavy sleeper.
Man.
Just a little bear. We got a little cubby bear in the Betty by.
She's got to have a
You
quiet.
need a wall. You need a blanket to enter.
It's okay. It's okay. Deeper. There she goes.
I don't know. Do you think I swallowed this or let this dissolve in my mouth?
What is it?
It's a sativa.
Edible?
I don't know if it's a tablet sublingual or if it's an edible. I was trying to let it dissolve, but I don't taste anything in my mouth.
No, it's a suppository.
Okay, I'll bend over.
Get ready.
I've been born ready.
Prepare yourself.
I'm born ready.
Damn. I need some earplugs, Brody.
Need some what?
No, you know what you need to do is hammer, and so you can have a blanket in between here or something, or how get you a.
No, it's the
separator.
human element.
Right.
It's the ambiance of the universe.
Oh,
there.
wow. The word I was thinking was not ambiance, but hey, it'll do. It'll fucking do.
AJ says it's funny because Nick always wakes her up too. Oh yeah, we got to get a little louder. What up, Archer? What's happening? That's my dude down there in Arizona. He's on that Second Amendment life, bruh. He's down there at the gun range.
Oh, where's he at?
Mr. Archer in Arizona.
Is that right?
If the economy collapses, he's who I'm going down and meeting.
I'm going to go through my dad's. That's where I'm going. He's got the gun safe.
He just sent me $10 super chat. What's up, baby? Donating to the chancellor. My man Archer down there holding it down in Arizona. What the fuck is good, baby? We just,
It's a good patriot right there, man.
came back bullshitting after the open mic. We're talking about head trauma and what goes into becoming a comedian. Why, somebody would pursue this going up on stage in front of people and saying ridiculous shit and
Masochism at its finest.
and just reliving your most embarrassing moments of your life on stage for other people's amusement. And, we poll the comics we hang out with, and everybody's got a story about some head trauma. Everybody's got a little bit of CTE in that rear view, and something happened to them. They got knocked the fuck out in sports. They fucking fell off a tree.
Yeah.
They played the knockout game when they were in elementary.
Hey.
Their head was getting whacked one way or another.
Head whacked. I cannot find out.
He says, wearing a shirt that says A2 on the back and M16 on the front. NRA for life. Oh, God. He's ready for the apocalypse. What the fuck are you looking up on the phone?
I'm trying to look if I can swallow this thing or if I'm supposed to let it.
Oh, God. Just take a fucking chance. Take a little chance.
What do I do? Swallow it?
Yes. That's what you do. Put it in your ear.
I think I was supposed to. I think it was a mint.
Not a Bear says he has chronic headaches.
You
Drink
need
some
CBD.
drink some goddamn water.
Yeah, get some CBD, man. Look into some CBD. Can we hear people talk?
President Donald Trump says, just like Doug Fawcett, I believe you too will likewise stumble upon the universal truths of life while high within your intoxicant of choice this evening, gentlemen. Cheers!
Cheers to you, sir.
Happy St. Patty's!
Aye.
Well, goddamn.
I agree. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Get the cups ready here.
Get the
Got a
cups
little
out.
espresso like some Italian gentlemen. So yeah, maybe some sketches with Bruno's crew. We met some other people at the open mic tonight. We're talking about getting in on some sketch games.
Bruno's crew. Oh boy. Now we're losing our way.
Head trauma sufferers are God's chosen people. Oh.
Oh, you know what we need is psilocybin, man. That's what we need. That's what's good for the brain recovery. The healing is the psilocybin.
Have you done a double-blind study? Are you funded by the government?
No, but I'm blinded by my lobby money. Don't blame me, baby. I'm the way I am because of my lobby money. Don't judge me for my lobby money. You know I love you, baby.
You know, Amazon and Netflix paid zero tax this year.
Oh, I'm really excited to hear about that.
And
I still haven't paid my taxes yet.
everybody still thinks they can tax rich people. Don't admit that on the internet.
Well, it's
Kevin
not
paid
doing
his
that.
taxes. Right, I watched him do it.
Oh, I did it yesterday. What's today? Oh, okay, you're right. I'm high.
I watched you do it enthusiastically.
I was.
You were
very
like,
excited.
you know,
I said
You were
I
thrilled.
I love this. Is what I said. If I do remember.
if we're gonna take a direct quote.
Yeah, if you want to pick one quote, I guess. Surmise. Give you a surmise. You know. So I love it. Love this. Oh, well, cheers. Espresso.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Gorlami. Yo. I want to be the only person that's mouth.
No, Brad is always in the tabloid magazines with fucking Jennifer Aniston. It's this on again, off again fucking saga. It's like
I know. I'm just like, just make movies. Just keep making badass movies. What are you doing?
What was that movie? Legend of the Fall.
Yeah.
You ever see Legend of the Fall with Brad Pitt?
Yes, come on.
That movie is like their relationship.
Tristan, that's his name up there, dude.
It's just this epic romantic saga.
Dude.
Oh.
He loves her.
Do women
goes away to the
that
war.
shit?
Oh hell yeah! With his chest on the horse and his long ass hair. He goes to the war, gives up the girl. She falls in love with, well, you know, the brother coerces her basically.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
lonely as fuck. Plays on her emotions.
Yeah.
Right.
He's on that snake mode.
Snake mode on his own brother. So motherfucker goes to the war. I can't remember what happens in the war. Comes back after a saga. I can't even remember what happens to him. Doesn't he fall upon bad luck? And it takes him. I can't remember. But yeah, he comes back and he gets her back though, right?
I think
Does
he
kill
comes
his brother?
back and he recognizes that they're together now and they've
Yeah.
moved on, and then like he gets sick or gets injured or something.
Yeah, and she has to take care of him and falls back in love with
I
him.
can't remember it either, but
Me
it's like a 4-hour fucking movie.
Oh, it's a monster.
It's a panty.
It's a panty
soaker.
Oh, it's a panty soaker. Two soaked panties. Rated 2 soaked panties.
Man.
2 pairs of soaked panties.
But every day he's in the fucking tabloids with
Jen. With the Jen money.
Aniston and
Angelina.
Angelina.
Well,
Angelina just married like some
it's a
billionaire dude.
She's insane. She's insane.
She's got like
She's
6 African kids.
She's insane. Because when they were together, they were probably like so in love with each other, thinking they were helping to heal the world, right? Buying these kids. And then like they couldn't keep it together.
She just has to be the most amazing fuck ever.
Really?
That's how she's you know.
Oh, that's how you get roped in. That's what you mean. He should have stayed with Jen.
To put up with all of that
He
nonsense.
He left Jen during her finest years. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she was just
The money doesn't hurt either.
extremely beautiful.
Tomb Raider.
But Jennifer Aniston's got Long Came Polly money, man. She's got Friends money, and that's serious money.
That's like the
That's
biggest thing on
residual.
Netflix still.
Besides well, they don't have Seinfeld on there because they can't afford it. But yeah, Seinfeld money. Seinfeld money.
And somebody was saying that's the majority of shit people are watching on Netflix.
You can Google that.
Is Friends and Seinfeld. I think.
Well, Seinfeld's not on there. It's on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, because I love Seinfeld.
So those online streaming services, they're like people are tapping into nostalgia, because like
That's what I do.
the original content they're pumping out doesn't.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
It's fucking garbage. I'm
Yeah,
scared
the
of this
comedy I
Scorsese movie.
tried. I had a month like trial.
Yeah.
And I tried it out, and I went and watched all the comedy. I watched that Sebastian dude.
Yeah, not a cow.
And
No, it's
I
not
watched the Comedians of the World with Dalia and Nick Swardson and the other guy's name I can't remember, but it was like all so watered down, and like nobody's really like putting their balls on the line with anything they're saying. There's nothing like, it's just,
cookie cut.
it's natural light.
Everybody's doing everything else.
And we gotta move on, you
That
know.
3.2%, not that 6 point. What are these out here? I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't even drank this thing, man. I'm disgusted by this thing. You moved me. I moved myself out here, and I became a fucking hoity-toity beer drinking motherfucker. And you don't even smoke weed anymore.
Carlin said how HBO never censored him. Netflix is the opposite. Yeah, Netflix, you got to be in a like quote unquote acceptable bandwidth of ideas. You can't step outside and talk about anything that's going to ruffle too many feathers and get too many negative comments on Twitter. And like,
It's like the epitome of like being status quo, safe, money maker,
that's what everybody wants to appease the Twitter mob.
and act like they breed new content.
Yeah.
But it's only a certain type of new content.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Within
that's
a certain
That's
parameter.
right. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Bill Burr's the furthest Netflix will go.
Oh, Bill Burr, right, okay, yeah. I was trying to think of his name the other day, I forgot it, that sucks, but it doesn't matter now. I'll never see the person again who I was talking to. I'm trying to figure
But yeah, I think you just gotta have a connection to your audience, and then fucking send out short clips
that. Yeah?
of your
I
stand-up.
gotta build the fan base first. People who actually want to listen to what I have to say. I don't know if that, that just has to happen organically. I can't make that happen.
Number one, you gotta take the hat off. There you are. There's natural.
Here I am.
the natural man here. He's the what are you? The humanist. It's the humanist, everybody. He refers to himself as the late night sculptor. Everybody. He's very empathetic, and he sculpts things in the middle of the night. Have you ever heard of a late night sculptor?
They told me to put the hat back on.
They said, Mr. Clean, put the hat back on.
Oh,
Now I think you have to defy them and keep it off.
I think so.
If you're going to be rebellious.
Yeah, I think so.
If you're going to be a rebel with a cause.
Right, I want to be with the cause. I want to be without a cause.
No. Then you end up jerking off with a belt around your neck.
And we don't want that.
Then you end up watching blacked.com every night, and you're like,
World Star Hip Hop. You show people, we walk around showing people videos from World Star Hip Hop, thinking
Yeah.
it's funny and
the
shit.
the video of us getting dunked on in high school basketball.
Well, I didn't get dunked on.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, dude.
By who? Who the fuck dunked on me? No one dunked on me. I ain't never
Dude,
never.
you're gonna, even if there was footage, you would try to get it suppressed like LeBron.
That's possible, but there's no footage. Man,
Dude, that was the ultimate punk move.
Ever yammed on me.
But for LeBron to do that,
when
when Jordan Crawford, that's who it was, Jordan Crawford. I think he's like,
but you can
I think he's Jamal Crawford's cousin or
you
something.
Get dunked on by anybody though.
Right.
Like if they can dunk and you're not.
That's why it was a punk move.
If you don't catch it.
LeBron was like, let's.
But what if he didn't ultimately make the decision?
Oh,
What if it was his PR team and they pulled it for his image? Look at you.
You think they're not
It's
gonna
more
ask
fun.
LeBron?
It's more fun. No, I actually don't. I think that he might trust that marketing team. I don't know. But if they fuck up, he'd let them know.
And either way, that's a fuck up because he's got other people making decisions like that for him.
He should have just been in the dunk contest.
That's when you knew he wasn't.
What the fuck was that? That's why I never understood. And we just left it alone. No one ever talked about it. I'm like, why did he not dunk? What the fuck? Anyway, now all these fucking nerds are done dip out because they don't understand sports.
No, they get it.
They get it. They didn't play. They get it. They get it.
What do you think about the New Zealand thing?
Oh, bald head. You know what? The only thing I know about that is that they're turning it into a police state because they're saying if you download that video, that you're in trouble if you have that video. Anybody who has the video, I think they put it up on Facebook. The police, the New Zealand, whatever, or I guess state police, however that shit works over there in that fucking weird ass place. But they said if you have the video, don't or if you see it, don't download it. Talking about a fine and all this shit if you end up having it.
I think they're pushing to ban semi-autos.
They are. It's like
which is like basically every handgun.
But the guy who had shot was like 30. What was it? It was like an extended clip.
I didn't see the video.
Like 8 clip semi-auto. That's what they're saying. But the guy had 30 round clip or some shit like that. Ask Mr. NRA, he might know.
But the weirdest part of it...
So you're using it like 9/11.
The weirdest part of it was the manifesto.
Bait and switch. They're taking more than they should be taking, right?
Right, but I'm saying...
What'd you say?
The guy wrote a manifesto.
Okay, talk to me.
That was like explicitly like something that's weird. Like he came out and was like explicitly anti-immigrant. But I don't know where the guy is from.
Right? That's what
but
CIA,
he moved to
CIA.
New Zealand and like had this whole anti-immigrant manifesto, and he's a white supremacist, and he like mentions PewDiePie, I think, in the fucking...
What the fuck is that?
He's like the #1 subscribed guy on YouTube. He's like a daily blogger. He plays video games and shit. He's goofy. But he's made jokes before about Hitler and Nazis and like how ridiculous
PewDiePie?
people react to it. Yeah. And so people like lump him in that category. And
It's a vaudeville act.
So you have this guy posing as this white supremacist, and like as if white supremacy is a big like... I don't buy it. That some guy who's like...
Went to New Zealand?
Obviously fucking military trained or some shit, and you're a white supremacist, and you go to New Zealand to shoot up a bunch of immigrants.
To go to a mosque.
Yeah, to go to a mosque.
Right, make it the details, the facts are it was a mosque.
Yeah.
It sounds like some Blackwater shit, bro.
Somebody on Robert Bertree's on stage. He was like, the first time somebody, went into in a mass shooting, it was like, all right, everybody on your feet.
Yeah. All right, everybody on your feet. That's hilarious.
But it's like
Fuck.
So just out of left field. It feels like.
Look, I'm numb to it because I don't give a fuck. Because to me, I'm like, it's just happening. It's unbelievable. It just keeps happening.
But overall, the violence is way down. They'll use this shit as a justification
it's all manufactured. Unless you're in Chicago or something.
Yeah.
Where it's serious shit over there.
In one of those urban areas.
Well.
Watch out.
Shit, that shit's real though. Chicago is dangerous.
What are you saying? Obama was the community organizer. He didn't do a good job?
Wow. Yeah, no comment. Oh, man.
Give us your voting record, Mr. Pollard. What do you think of the Jews, Mr. Pollard?
I'm a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Talking about fantasy football.
I'm like T.O. I love me some me.
Yeah, I'm a fan of me.
Do sit-ups in my parking lot. Sit-ups in my driveway.
Yeah. Put the camera on me. Look at my abs.
T.O. is so ridiculous, dude. Eric Cookie says, I wish AOC was a Muslim at this time along with the rest of them folk. I don't know what that means, sir. AOC is just an idiot on her own merit. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a new senator who's proposing the Green New Deal. You heard about that?
The Green New Deal?
Yeah, it's the climate thing. It's like we're supposed to be off of fossil fuels in the next 15 years or something insane.
Okay.
Basically, it would.
If the money was put toward it, it would be possible. But
maybe.
But we don't. We spend it on the military.
Maybe, but I think if those technologies were actually viable, they would have. If they're actually more efficient and less expensive, they would have already taken over the fossil fuel industry. But I think it's a lot easier at this time and place to use fossil fuels to to fuel the energy grid.
It's oil lobbyists. It's the oil.
I could see that to some extent.
Industrial complex or whatever you want to say. The oil cabal.
We need a steady supply of oil, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily not the most efficient way to fuel the energy grid that we have.
So the sun isn't strong enough.
It may not be in all geographic locations consistent.
So the sun doesn't shine everywhere.
And
on
I think
Earth.
I think it's still
so
pretty
the sun
expensive.
Doesn't shine
At least to store the energy. You can store it for a short amount of time, but it's gonna.
Tesla has the packs, the power packs. So yeah, you might be right. Tesla has it. I bet the government has it. If Tesla has it, they store energy. And you just put
What
it
if
in the
Elon
garage.
Musk turns out to be a supervillain? Everybody loves him and shit, and like.
Why are you railroading my point?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying we have the technology. Is what I'm saying for it to be efficient. But the oil, you know.
I think it's yet to be proven. Like
The oil barons want their money.
As
from
far
their
as
oil,
how
bro.
ubiquitous
Right?
and how effective and how many people has been
The
lifted, how many
dollar
millions
is
of
traded
people,
on a petrodollar. That
Right.
whole system has to be
because it's
shaken.
super valuable.
What is?
Funding your energy grid with fossil fuels,
Right.
fueling your
Yeah,
energy
but it's
grid.
also a dependency. For every yin, there is a yang. You feel
Right.
me? So not just because it's been working doesn't mean it's ultimately the best, and ultimately will always be the best option.
I mean, we need at
Especially
least
with the advancement of technology.
we need as little government intervention as possible to ensure that when it becomes less viable than something like solar or something like hydro energy or something that comes along that's better, we don't want that to be suppressed if it's actually better.
Yeah.
And the way to know if that's actually happening in reality is not having a big government that looks over the
So
whole
then
situation.
we don't know right now, because we've had a
That's
big
the
government
real-
since Kennedy was assassinated.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know. We're
Yeah.
we're comics
Yeah, we're comics.
going and talking about our dick on stage.
Right. Well, I don't want to talk about my dick.
But arguments can be made for either side. But the thing with the Green New Deal
Yeah.
is it mandates, oh, we got to transition in this amount of time.
Right.
So you're taking an I don't know and you're like getting religious with it and being like, there's going to be a climate disaster. These climate models that the government-funded climate scientists have say that there's going to be a climate disaster, and it's like, okay, so virtual reality is science now? We're just like programming a fucking computer model and playing it out like.
Right.
The guy at the local news station can't get the 10-day weather forecast right. Like what?
Yeah.
We're predicting 10 years in the future? Like
That's like actually going back into like the story of what is it? The Greek shit, like bird signs, ancient bird signs, relying on.
dude, that was a hard left. I don't know where the fuck we are now. We're in the woods. What the fuck? Bird signs.
Yeah, like for real, like when you like trying to take a sign from nature that's telling you some shit. Like I remember the movie Troy, man. Remember Hector and Achilles and shit? Those kings were.
Dude, this is such a roundabout analogy.
Oh,
Where are we
man,
going? I don't
you don't
remember this
You're
movie.
not up on the Iliad, man. You need to know more Homer, the Odyssey. That's what I'm
Fuck,
talking
dude.
about. It took me a minute to get to it. I'm fucking stoned.
I'm trying to save Western civilization from the.
And I'm telling you, it's like we're going back. It's like just as reliable as a bird flying in the sky and turning left, and you think that means something because your forefathers told you that shit.
Do you think the Jews killed Tesla?
Yes. I was there.
Oh, he had that current, baby. He had-
Cheers to Tesla.
Oh, R.I.P. All right.
We'll miss you,
One
buddy.
of those filthy goyim.
Yeah.
Kaffir.
Yeah. Hey. Non-believer? Is that too far?
Oh, was he an atheist?
Shit. Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know. I loved that movie, The Prestige.
Oh, yeah.
Where they had that little minor Tesla
Two strong
character.
actors right there, man.
Bale and Jackman. That was, yeah, that was tremendous.
That's two big chests on set. You think they talk to each other on set, or they
Probably sucked each other off.
No, it's always gotta go gay.
It's Hollywood.
It's always gotta go gay, doesn't it, Nick? It's Hollywood. It's always gotta go fucking gay.
Dude, that's
Every
the way
time.
I always
The
say.
gay way.
I always say we're close to West Hollywood, so if you quiet down for a little bit and look past the snoring,
Yeah.
you can hear gay dudes fucking.
It's like how you smell chronic driving around the city. If you listen, right, just
You hear that? Oh.
Todd, right? So shit like that.
It would be
You
a
might
Todd.
hear
It's
Todd.
either a Todd or a Josh.
Oh wow, Josh. Oh boy, Joshes go either way. Oh,
Josh is buying you a drink,
oh
and it comes with
wow.
expectations.
Oh, it's a Bill Cosby drink. I'll take a Bill Cosby.
It comes with a whole set of parameters.
Wow.
Separate moral
Comes
code.
with a lifelong regret. Is what it's gonna come with. And a
Hey,
rash.
It may open new doors.
Oh. Oh.
Have you
Oh.
opened your doors to ideological subversion?
Oh.
Right? What are you, transphobic?
Well.
Or are
We
you?
landed on the moon. I
I'm
thought we were
trans.
talking about that.
I'm transracial. I identify as a Puerto Rican with muscular dystrophy. Right, so I expect to be treated as such.
I just want a lump sum of $20 million. And to be left alone.
Dude,
How do I get
If
that?
I identify as a Puerto
Tax-free
Rican with
20
muscular dystrophy and I slip on some Gatorade in the aisle at the Ralph's,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue
You're
that
like,
motherfucker.
look, all I want is tax-free $20 million and to be left alone.
I want a view.
Yeah. Look, I want a huge condo in Costa Rica. 20 million untaxed. Alright? Half of it in gold. The other half in cash.
Oh,
Like backed by bonds. So they never depreciate, or if the petrodollar collapses,
And they're like, okay.
it'll actually gain if the petrodollar collapses.
and they're like, okay, we just need you on camera with this dick in your hand.
Yeah. Now. That's the extra
But
dick.
we're gonna keep that tape.
Yeah.
Never has to
Uh-huh.
see the light of day again.
No, it doesn't have to.
Oh.
No, we don't have to show it. No, we won't. I don't really want, I don't want to show it. I'm gonna see it.
What do I play? Home movies?
But if you don't assassinate the right, if you don't assassinate, whatever, the foreign leader by Monday, it'll leak. Hey,
Get the surgery.
yeah.
Insert the
get
microchip.
surgery. Yeah, hold the dick.
Hold the dick. We're gonna take yours, and then you're gonna take the chip.
Yeah. Alien, you're getting an alien dick.
It'll have you. The chip will keep you satisfied with your Ken doll flesh wall. You won't miss anything.
We'll talk to you through the dick.
It's dopamine stream. You're tapping into the grid. All right.
You're doing this for us,
It's fueled by solar.
for the people.
Elon Musk is here.
Ellen, he just got
He's
here.
in the other room.
Yay. Power packs are here. We're all ready to go.
He's got a blunt roll.
Energy is stored up. Blunt rolled. Cars on can't hear it.
He already dug a tunnel underneath where we are right now.
He's digging a tunnel to where we're going. So if you can wait 20 years.
Oh,
Anyway.
I think that's where Elon Musk lives. Is at the center of the earth. It's he has a tunnel dug. You know.
That's where he lives. He just comes up. He emerges from the soil. He
Yeah.
dusts a little dirt off his shoulder.
Yeah. What if the person that comes up with the AI that's the most advanced is super evil?
Well,
That's the
Probably
fear.
might
Is
be.
because I don't think robots are going to turn on people on their own. Like
it'll be something
because
that makes it happen.
robots don't have consciousness. They can't make their own decisions. They do what they're programmed to do.
Somebody's gonna program
But-
it. Somebody's gonna program it to happen.
If you get that in the worst hands, the most powerful technology, somebody might program
Yeah.
But they got to exempt themselves. They can't be like, you know, cut humanity down to this population number and like program that into the robot, and then like they're all of a sudden part of the not me. I didn't mean me.
Everyone but me.
I'm exempt.
Well, if it was its leader, you program it not to. I don't know how you program that, but that's essentially
Any Jews in the chat can let us in on the secrets.
Any Jews in the chat want to tell us the secret?
Oh, anybody in secret societies or worshiping Moloch or Masons?
Oh yeah, any like what is it, 32nd degree? You want to just share any stories?
Yeah, we need the
anecdotes.
We need to know what's going on in the Baphomet world. All right, the whole.
Tell us about a goat. You got a story about a goat?
Who's been at Eyes Wide Shut parties?
Yeah.
Tom said he's studied the ways of the Jew. It sounds like the ways.
We need Tom to elaborate on that statement.
The ways of the Jew sounds like, you know, a David Attenborough documentary.
He sexually identifies as a Jew.
Oh, that's the next thing.
Good sex.
That's the next thing is transracialism.
Oh wow, I'm converting to.
It's the same logic as transgender. It's
Oh,
just like
yeah.
I believe it, so it's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, you know,
Virtual reality and reality are merging as the days go by.
I grew up listening to, you know, The Chronic
Right.
and Dr. Dre 2001. I identify
As the Chronic.
with that culture. All right, and you know,
I'm a blood.
accept it.
Yeah.
Accept me.
Yeah. Clap.
Please clap.
Please clap. Dude, yes.
Working on a tan.
Hey, I just bought an apartment in Crenshaw. Okay, guns coming on Tuesday.
I'm a Puerto Rican with muscular dystrophy.
Please run.
Give me my lump sum.
Just looking for a lump sum. 20 million untaxed. That's it. And just leave me alone. You push me off like a little boat. You never see me again.
Just look the other way.
Hey.
I'll be over here.
Hey, I'm here. Oh, you over here. Hey.
Maybe say hi.
Yeah. You know what? Just a 20. Give me the 20. That's all I want.
Tom says, the Ashkenazi Jews are converging to dominate technological societies and will promulgate the future version of modern man. They're taking on the burden of Nietzsche, the Übermensch. We must manifest the Übermensch. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing in the gym, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in there manifesting the Übermensch.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to scare beta males and women. Scare them with my testosterone outbursts.
You want alpha women? Is that what you're looking for? The alpha women?
They can't be too tall because that's masculine.
Oh, I love tall women.
I hate it. Why do women wear high heels? Walking around all goofy kneed and shit. That ain't sexy to me.
Props up their
Taller-
ass, makes their back.
Ass looks good when it looks good. I don't need it to be...
Well, you don't have to convince me there.
I mean, I don't want a bitch that looks 6 inches taller. That's like...
No, I don't either because I'm short, so
That
I
looks
think I
like-
don't want that. But I don't mind a naturally tall girl.
I mind it.
Well,
You
okay.
ever notice how like shorter dudes can get more muscular way quicker?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Because they're more compact and they
That's
can
why I
pack
always
on
hear that
thicker
argument.
muscle.
Oh, for real? Oh.
Whereas
oh.
long guys,
It's harder.
Like me,
It's more to grow.
really fucking hard to put on any mass. And
That's
so
how I feel like it's hard to put on mass. Are you kidding me?
yeah, but you don't have an excess of dragon energy. I mean,
You don't either.
You're in a
Apparently.
minute.
You don't either. Apparently. Oh no! Oh no! He flexed. I got him to flex.
no, that's not what we're doing here.
Oh, you flexed.
It's not what.
Yeah.
God damn! Why did you?
You
brought it
both
on.
of them. You did both of them.
It's your fault, man.
Oh, fuck. You flexed.
It's your fucking fault.
I'm putting the hat back on.
What the fuck was I talking? We were talking about the gym.
Yeah, you flexed. I don't know. You wanna look at my triceps? Come on. Oh, this shit is off the rails.
I'm totally. Oh, how short dudes can get thicker easier.
Oh, I was trying to say.
And
Franco
so,
Colombo.
shorter girls can have thicker asses and more titties, whereas the tall girls start looking a little masculine to me.
Hey,
When you got that skinny booty.
if you're over 6 foot, 5'11", that's too much.
You ever
5'10",
been with a skinny booty?
flat booty?
That's no fun.
Flat booty?
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
It's no fun.
Where'd it go? Give me the steak. You're cooking it too long. You're defeating its purpose.
You're digging into a Skeletor.
Remember that shit? Raging Bull? Give me the steak.
Aww.
Remember he throws the whole table up?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You ruined it.
It defeated its purpose. Bring it over here. Oh, my God.
Dude, Heaven burns the shit out of the pan when she's cooking scrambled eggs.
Oh.
I had to tell her to put butter in the pan.
Oh, God damn. I was gonna
She's
say
like, it is a lot better with butter in the pan. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I remember when electricity was invented.
What I did today is
Tuesday, I couldn't see shit. Wednesday.
I've been getting on that steamed broccoli, and usually I chop off a couple slabs of butter and put them in the broccoli, and then I gotta mix it up and shit. But today I melted it down in the saucepan, drizzled that motherfucker over.
Ooh.
Just so took
Okay.
it to another level.
Excellent.
Got that hot butter drizzling.
Drizzling hot butter.
You know.
Yeah. I
But-
do know. Broccoli's the best shit ever with a little salt and butter.
Man, it'll pull
That's
you,
the- hey, it's a
pull
big-
you
it's a
right out of
big
the
veggie.
almost getting sick.
Pull your boots up? No. Pull the broccoli up.
That cruciferous.
What's the cruciferous?
That's broccoli and cauliflower.
Oh, what?
Cruciferous vegetable.
Oh, yeah? What does that mean? That's like the buffalo.
It's good for
And the
not-
bison.
Good for not getting cancer.
Oh, yeah. It's a superfood. Fruit.
Super rude. How you pronounce that?
How dare you come on my podcast and... Oh, wow. Mispronounce. I'm high and tired.
Not a Bear said he's gonna stay up all motherfucking night.
We here.
Archer flexed. He's flexing right along with us, baby.
He flexed. He sent a pic.
AJ identifies as black, disabled, trans, lesbian, midget who happens to be Jewish.
You got
Watch your fucking step.
You got a lot working for you right now. You want to take advantage of all your blessings.
If you want to step on some nuts, now's the time.
Stomp his nuts.
You're in the right. Stomp his nuts.
Oh, wow. Stomp his cock.
Hit him where it hurts.
Hey, stomp his nuts.
The crowd's on your side.
Yeah. Oh, I only get this one moment.
Dude. You want to wrap it up? I gotta pee once again.
Yeah, go for
Or
it.
you want to go longer?
Oh, we can go a little longer.
All right, I'm down. Entertain the people. Don't look at your fucking phone. Or listen to my flow.
I don't want to listen to the flow, man.
Well,
It's weird.
you're in the commune, so you don't really have a choice now, do you?
It's weird. That's weird. What's up, everybody? TV land. What the fuck's going on, man? Oh, my name's Kevin. And right now, a little indica and a little sativa. It's a mix. Karma Police, wow, arguably the most depressing song of all time. I love Radiohead though. They're the greatest band since the Beatles. That's for sure. Radiohead is phenomenal. I don't know the words though. I can't hear all the words for Radiohead. Like Tom York is so.
Stop
his voice
pretending
is
like
so.
you really like them. You just say you like them because it's cool to say it. They're not even fucking good.
Let me get some of that. Let me get some of that water. Bullshit, man. Radiohead is untouchable.
Oh, you got the tiniest target possible.
Yeah, look.
Right in the eye of the storm.
Oh, what do you know? I get a sip. Oh shit! I missed a couple quotes. They were talking to me. Such a tiny hole. Don't hear that often enough. I can tell you that.
You gotta be looking for them tiny holes.
Ooh, Radiohead covered Portishead.
It's like Seinfeld, you know. He got in there when his Chicky Mary was 15, I think.
What?
Seinfeld started fucking a chick when she was like 15 or 16 and then married her when she was 17, I think.
How dare you?
What's the deal with 16-year-old pussy?
Oh, pudding pop. Just a little pudding pop. Tell Bill have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude. Eddie,
He's ahead of the game.
he never came back because he was too ashamed of the tranny story, I think. Because he had that alpha male bravado
Get
on
over
stage,
it, man.
and it didn't jive with the stage character.
Well, what if he didn't know? Doesn't mean he's gay. I mean, what the fuck? I don't understand why that has to derail his career. Like, why?
Because black people are like, he did what?
Who gives a fuck? Who was more successful at 20 as a black entertainer?
Black people are.
Or entertainer, period, at 20 years old.
There's a good amount of black people that are hilariously homophobic.
Oh, wow. Fuck yeah. Well, what doesn't have to dictate someone's career, a man's career? Why does he have to care? Why do you think he gives a fuck about everybody's opinion about the transvestite situation?
The word homophobic is weird too, because phobia implies a fear, like an irrational fear.
You're not answering my question.
I don't think anybody's scared of gay dudes. Like,
right, but they're
it's
afraid,
the wrong
but
term.
they're so ignorant. They're afraid of it, thinking it's a disease and it could happen to them if they touch them, so they don't want to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole stigma. It's like pot, making it illegal, put a stigma by it. You know, religious zealots telling you to stay away from it, all this shit, and it just pieces you out. It's like fucking from God. It's like
let them have their butt pumped.
such a yeah, man. Let them smoke a joint, butt pump, in the cozy confines of their own house, or a little one-bedroom apartment that costs $2,000 fucking dollars in Hollywood. Right?
Are the blacks going to go Republican by 2030?
Yes.
Kanye leads the revolution.
Oh man, that'd be dope. As long as he has an album coming out, I'll be happy.
Fucking Kanye.
Fucking Kanye.
It really annoys me how quickly people jump to,
Just keep making
oh,
music.
he's off his meds, he needs help.
Haters.
Like, you're just gonna armchair psychologize this dude who seems to be doing all right. He seems to be okay. He's married to Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
He lives in a fat fucking compound.
He makes good music. I'll just
Everybody
put it
respects
that
the
way.
fuck out of his music.
Oh my god.
He's doing all right. You don't have to worry about Kanye. Kanye's gonna be okay.
Yeah, he's not that sad.
He doesn't. He's wearing a Trump hat and he's kind of killing it.
He feels guilty for his mom's death, though. That's the word. Is because he left her in the hands of his cousins, and they didn't care for her in the crucial 24 hours after her surgery like they should have, and she choked on her own vomit and fucking died in the hands of people who he thought he could trust. That's real shit. And it was some plastic surgery shit that he paid for, that she wanted. She moved into LA.
We're gonna get to Eminem, Archer. Keep going.
But yeah, so that's what he's really dealing with, is his death of his mother and how that all went down. It's tragic, and he probably blames himself for it.
Yeah.
So that's the real shit. So imagine that.
But
Imagine
he's
how that would feel.
I just
That's what's quote unquote wrong with him, is what I'm telling you.
I brought him up because he's been talking about all this stuff about the negative impacts of the welfare state and how black people
Yay.
shouldn't be propagandized, to automatically vote Democrat every time. And he's been sticking up for Donald Trump and saying he's not this terrible, evil motherfucker you're making him out to be.
Right.
And he's ranting in the fucking Oval Office. Like, it's crazy.
That was
But
nuts.
that's
He
part of the
went there.
reason everybody's throwing that stigma on him is like, oh my God, he needs help. He's off his meds. It's like, he might just have had a realization that you haven't had yet. That the Democratic Party was the original party of the KKK. They were the original party of making the Jim Crow laws.
Oh, wow.
They owned the majority of slaves.
Oh, wow.
And everybody says, oh, there was this party switch where all of a sudden the Republicans became racist. No, what happened is the Democrats shifted from direct ownership to mental ownership. They shifted back from, oh, we're not going to own you and be the racist motherfuckers. We're going to step back, call the Republicans racist, and then we're going to give you free shit and help you out because we're protecting you from those evil motherfuckers over there. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. Emancipation Proclamation came from that side.
Republican ideal.
And so it's that switch from physical slavery to mental slavery that's what Kanye was talking about. Slavery was a choice. He wasn't talking about in shackles they chose that. He's talking about it's a choice to continue it in the modern world when they're enslaving your mind and giving you a set of parameters that you can't go outside of, or oh, you're whitewashed, or oh, you're Uncle Tom or some shit, and all this shit they use to keep people in line. Oh, you're trying to be you think you're better than us, and you're trying to actually do good for yourself and your community. You're trying to build shit instead of complaining because of shit you can't do because of some perceived thing in your head. That's that victim mind state that the left wants to keep them on and keep them voting for the left, keep those welfare dollars flowing, and keep a reason for the left to even exist in the first place. And it's like to protect you from being oppressed by these people over here. And it's like, it's not real. Like, most people on the right they don't give a fuck. It's like, they'll go to a black-owned business just as they'll go to anybody else's own business. Like, it's just gotta be there. And it's like, motherfuckers don't want to try to start businesses in the hood when it's all this thug culture and single motherhood and violence and craziness, because it's like, that's not a good investment. You're gonna get that's a risky endeavor to open up a fucking small business in that neighborhood, dude. Good fucking luck.
100%. And everyone else was the same way too, right? It's like no one's gonna come over there to your business. That shit's fucked.
Archer says when a brother is doing good for himself, he's acting white. It's like self-defeating mentality.
You can't win. As soon as you start to win, it's like label something bad.
Nana deals with that. Her she was just telling me about that. There's this chick I know is Egyptian and Venezuelan. She like posts her ass pictures on the internet, and then motherfuckers who are white and rich and live in Calabasas call her to come over and like shake her ass for 30 minutes, and she leaves out with hundreds of fucking dollars, and comes back with a new outfit, and everybody in her family is pissed off.
Mercedes.
And they want her to automatically share some shit with, and spread the wealth. They want that socialism just by being genetically attached to her, just because she's going out and making something happen for herself. And they're like automatically, their first impulse is to hate on her and like bring her down. And like,
happens to me everywhere I go. I get hated on. That chick tonight was that other chick. I didn't know, but it's not. Have you seen her since that shit? Since I had that run-in with that girl, right?
No, there was some chick on stage that like made her whole set about like trying to make Kevin uncomfortable in the crowd. And it was like she was bragging about getting paid for comedy, and it's like, how many dicks you suck to get there, baby? Because you're not that funny.
Wow. I said that makes me happy for my career. She actually said that shit. Oh, you do know I get paid. I'm like, oh my god. Oh well.
All I gotta do is show the titties, and then they slip the dollar bills right in there.
Yeah. Oh, it's a comedy show, all right.
Do you have a Twitter?
At the Real Cap Money. That's KAPMONEY.
The Real Cap Money. Kevin does stand-up comedy. Rarely. Regrettably rarely. But, gotta pay the rent out here in Los Angeles.
I'm getting set up good, though. I should be okay going forward.
I always tell them, it's like, because there's some people on here that they want to try comedy and shit. I always tell them it's momentum. Because, like, you get your brain, it's riding a bike. Every set you do is pushing that pedal down. And then if you get in a nice little fucking momentum of them, then you don't even have to think about what I'm talking about on stage. It's just coming up from your daily thoughts, and it just smoke a little herb a little bit, and then have a fucking nice meal, a little espresso.
You have that.
And it all emerges.
You have less separation from being off stage and on stage.
Yeah.
You bring it right on stage easier.
Yeah.
You don't have to like start over like I do every time I go when I can't go for a while.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why you got the motor revving tonight, but it took a little bit.
That's my set all the time, you know. That shit happens to me a lot when I don't have usually when I'm not on all my shit. When I don't have a set.
But it's,
A
you know,
set.
there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a room full of comics and they're like trying to figure you out. And like, you get put in 6 different boxes before you, they're like, he's that dude. No, what's he doing? Okay, let's see where this is going. Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
You know, take them on that little fucking, all right. That little adventure ride there.
I mean, all I did tonight to succeed, if I succeeded at all, right, was the energy. That's all I relied on at the end was my energy. It wasn't anything other than my, you know, intensity, like doing that, whatever I was doing, that silly shit.
What's up, angry gun owner? He's talking about that. What do you think of universal basic income?
Wow. As a poor person, I kind of like it, but...
But it's basically socialism rebranded.
But yeah, but the thing is that you're worried ultimately about, like, you know, I don't know what to call it, strict socialism, you know?
Whose money is it?
No one, that, yes, but they're killing the individual. And as an artist, I don't want to, you know, I pride myself on being an individual, you know? And like, military and all that type of war type mind is like we're all together, and you know, it's like trying to get rid of the individual because we all need to stick together or whatever to be. But
you don't want to be part of the collective?
well, now that I think about it,
you don't.
No, but I want to be able to separate myself from the pack, have whatever life I want to have.
But I just want to be another zebra in the herd.
Here, once again, let me say it again. Lump sum.
I'm a special brick in the wall.
Oh man, I love that album.
Yeah, but it's retarded because it's under the assumption that you can figure out a way to tax rich people.
It's unbelievable. It's
Rich
right
people,
in our fucking faces, they don't pay.
If there's anything they know how to do, it's how to
Google.
protect that money.
Wow, yeah, Google doesn't pay their shit.
They either have a lobbying team
Uh-huh.
to get no tax, or they can at least afford a plane ticket to go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, to the Cayman Islands.
Ah, yes. The first flight out as soon as Bernie Sanders is elected. It's just a planes full of rich people.
Wow.
Deuces, motherfucker.
Like the Saudis on 9/11, flying home.
You just gave me flashbacks like I was in Vietnam right there.
Like that dog. Remember that old photo of the dog?
We didn't know
He had
what the
that
fuck
face?
to think. They showed that to us in class when it was happening in 5th grade.
Oh, that was my freshman year of college. What are you talking about?
9/11.
9/11 was 5th grade for you?
I was 11.
God damn. All right.
And we didn't know what the fuck to think, so we were like making jokes on the way home. We saw a plane up in the air and we were like, there another one goes. Like, wonder what building that's going to, you know?
Ha, you little motherfucker.
Terrible, man.
The knuckle, my elbow on top of the fucking head, man.
Oh, I got that eventually.
Yeah. Oh, I got
Pump
it.
fake under the goal. That'll get you.
Yeah, that shit's, yeah. We didn't know what was happening either. But I never forget my first interaction with the footage, right, was the most logical, the most clear, and the most instinctive, right? Because it was zero bias. I had no idea what was happening. There was no sound, and I looked and I saw the tower fucking fall like it did, you know, and I was like, that's
And you said,
demolition.
you said, the Jews. The Jews have struck.
It attacked.
It's Moloch.
I knew it would be. I knew they would, but when, where, how, why? Now I know.
The deep state has struck.
It's only just begun.
Not a bear says they want to get rid of individualism.
Yes, sir. That's that socialist
Kevin's an
construct.
individual snorer here. Okay, baby.
Everything's good.
It's alright.
Everything's fine.
They want to get rid of the individual. That's the whole identity politics game. You are only a product of your gender, your skin color, and, you know, your Your adherence to the propaganda.
Oh,
Are you adhering to the party line there?
it reminds me of a social credit score. Yeah,
You are
first-
to do what's expected of your skin color and your gender.
No.
You're an oppressor.
Ah. Ah.
Accept it.
Lump sum.
Turn that smile upside down.
Turn that hand up. Like, yeah. Put your hand up. That's
I
what
told
lump
you-
sum. I'm out.
I told you I met that white supremacist outside the Starbucks in Burbank,
Yeah. Yeah.
sitting on the corner drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade with that sunburned
Sounds about
fucking
right.
dome piece.
Fucking idiot. Sounds about fucking right. Mike's Hard Lemonade. I cannot drink Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It's super
Overwhelming as fuck.
super.
It'll have you fucked up. I don't need all that, Mike. I don't need a hard lemonade.
That's fruity as hell, dude.
Oh, and that
So sugary.
the alcohol. I just want one or the other,
Yeah.
right? Or if I'm in the Bahamas, I'll have a pina colada.
Dude, Archer's going through his arsenal here.
Oh,
An AR, he owns an AR-15, a Beretta
Hey,
91A1.
Can you send me one? You have one that you can send me? Like
I
some
wanna
more
be-
shit. Is
I wanna-
that legal?
I wanna
Can
be
we do
like-
that? Can you send me a gun? Can somebody send me a clear, good, clean gun?
Absolutely not. I want to be like
No?
R. Kelly though, like
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't
trapped
mean
in the
that.
closet with the Beretta.
Yeah.
No, no pedophilia. You're just in there with the. I'm trapped in the closet, and then I pulled out my Beretta. You never listened to Trapped in the Closet, dude?
Dude, hell yeah! I bought probably the first chapters or something.
I-
That's when I started. I hated his music then.
The most fucked up thing
Fucking terrible,
about that whole
man.
situation,
Oh,
like,
man.
obviously it's fucked up, like the 14-year-old girl. and shit.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
What was crazy to me is how vigorously his girlfriends went on TV and defended him.
That's
did
brainwashed
you
at
see?
its finest.
Did you see his
I didn't see it.
two girlfriends?
I didn't even want to look
both
at it.
fine as fuck,
Yeah.
sitting there being like the interviewer's like, we have him on video, and they're like, we love Robert. We love Robert. Like
Yeah.
we both of us, we love Robert.
Right.
Don't try to deny our love for Robert.
Don't
the
talk
interviewer was
about
like,
Robert.
it was just like unbelievable.
But
dude.
how
Like,
do you know that they don't love Robert?
horrible shit aside, pimp game goals is what I'm saying.
Bro, that's what the fuck. That's the ultimate shit. That's the shit people don't
Like,
want to talk about. Pimp game
I
on
could,
10.
they could see a video of me lighting a bunch of kittens on fire, and I'm just like, yeah, burn, you fucking kittens, cute ass motherfuckers, burn, no. And then they see it and they're like, we love Nick.
Right. Well,
What did those kittens do to Nick? Is that CGI?
do you know the full story about the kittens?
Did we see what happened before the video started recording?
They do. They play. They're just so cute. The cat, they're so cute. Just undeniably amazing.
Just up in flames.
Just like kind of like rolling around with each other and shit. Little ears all perfect.
and I'm
Yeah. It was you
Just
playing
as I
with them.
planned.
No, they're all over you and shit. You loving that shit. It's murder.
oh, dude, but they're still on board. And I'm saying like,
Right.
and also pedophiles don't usually fare too well in jail. But I figure R. Kelly's got that pimp game. Like he might have half the cell
Somebody
block.
bailed him out.
The cell block might be in love with
He
Robert.
actually went to jail. He actually went back to jail because of child support, but then somebody bailed him out.
They're making him sandwiches and shit.
They bailed him out. He's got a fan bail him out of jail.
Right.
How tight is that? They bailed him out of jail. They pay. No. They paid his child support that he was behind,
He probably totally could
and they let
afford
him
it.
out.
He
Totally couldn't afford it, or could have.
He probably could have.
Oh hell yeah!
And then he just raised it.
He's in the Caymans. He's in the. He just needs to get to the Caymans.
Dude,
Look. I hear. To his lawyer team, I hear you. I hear you guys. But look. Give me to the Caymans. How do I get to the Caymans? He's got 50 million to the Caymans. If I can just,
50 million to 3 bitches.
I got 50 million to 3 bitches. Wait for me to Caymans. All right.
Oh,
Just send them.
got that fucking hardcore escape plan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got a little mini boat.
but I'm saying, if he goes to prison, you know,
For fucking with them girls like that, that's not even the same thing.
he might have them, you
So
know,
the
that cell block, they
politicians,
might be in love.
Why are we not obsessed with the politicians doing fucked up shit? Why are we talking about R. Kelly? Okay, cool. Okay, R. Kelly. Okay. Why are we not talking about the Cardinals? Not the St. Louis Cardinals.
True.
Why are we not focusing and fixating and doing all the Jewish songs,
Because
all the headlines,
it's not against
all
women.
those motherfuckers?
It's not against women.
Harvey Weinstein?
No, but I'm saying
But show every realm that's happening in, though.
It gets less PR, the church pedophilia shit, because it's against young, predominantly white boys. And so it's much more.
Whatever
It's a
the
much more
reasoning
victim
is,
narrative to be like, oh, R.
doesn't
Kelly's keeping these
matter.
bitches in his fucking
Okay.
basement, and so it's
We want to create a collective consciousness of a victim, of people feeling victim.
Yeah, because
feeling like victims.
since white boys are never victims. All right, don't look at the Catholic Covington kids who just stood there and smirked as the Native American dude drummed in his face, and the entire media called him a Nazi, called him like the face of hate in America because he had a Trump hat on, and he stood there.
Yeah.
The Native American dude, they were waiting on their bus. The Native American dude came up to them and started beating the drum in his face, and he just stood there and kind of like was trying to get some humor out of it. He was uncomfortable, and she's a 13-year-old kid, and they put that picture on the internet like, oh, it's the face of hate, and the media just ran with it.
The kid was the face of hate?
Yeah.
Because she had to make America great again?
He had the Make America Great Again hat
White
on.
kid, white boy? Yeah. Where? What do you expect? That's how fucked up it is.
Yeah.
But you're asking for it
and
now.
they doubled down.
That's
like
insane.
when it came out, the full video is the Native American guy coming over to them. The story was the exact opposite, and they played him up as this Vietnam veteran. It turned out he never went to Vietnam. He said he was a veteran. The media just believed him, and he told him this story of the kids surrounded him and made him feel uncomfortable. And
They didn't fact check if he was a fucking vet.
No.
Come on, bro.
They ran with
sensationalism.
And then even after it all came out, they still had a sit-down interview, and they were like, "But can you admit you at least were looking a bit threatening when you stood there?"
Please clap.
Dude, they should have just went right ahead and stood there with your blue eyes and white skin and that hat on. You stood there, and it was very threatening.
We felt threatened. Like people just, they make up a reality, and that's it. You just have to live in it.
Yeah.
That's basically our lives, though, really, if you think about it.
It's the transgender thing. It's the feminism
That's
thing.
unbelievable. Yeah.
They make up this reality like childbirth isn't amazing. Like, oh, that's just for bitches that can't work. Like, you're a pathetic waste
You're
of like
fucking loser.
Oh, you can't compete with a man and get an office job and
rise to the top and have a BMW.
take the pill and narrowly try to get pregnant with some fucko when your eggs are about to expire and you're fucking mid-30s and you try to. There was that one girl that she was a feminist. She was like an outspoken feminist personality, and she had frozen her eggs. And she was like 45 or something, and she was like, I'm going to start a family on my own because there's just no good guys out here. And she had like 6 eggs frozen, and like 4 of them were unusable, 2 of them were, and 1 of them was like, fucked up somehow, and then she got 1 of them implanted, and it didn't take, and that was it. No kids. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with raising a good family. Like, that's what feminism leaves out of the whole narrative. It's like, oh, it's a miracle there's a wage gap that men, in totality earn more money. It's like, we're working way more hours and we don't take time off for maternity. Like, it's...
So on the stat sheet,
that's what the whole narrative is built out of.
The numbers, yeah, and it's been that way. It's not surprised that it's
and it's shaming the barefoot and pregnant woman who like raises a great family. It's like that's totally devalued. Right. No, what you need to do is stay single and watch incest porn. All right, that's the new wholesome in 2019.
Disposable relationships.
Oh, it's the ideological subversion. We got to pull the family apart, dude.
That's my bit. I want to talk about. I have it though. It's about the little. What do they call it? The birds, the Lime, the scooters, like perfect for Los Angeles because it's disposable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the opportunities out here, just like the friends.
I've never ridden one.
It's a perfect LA invention, right? Just hop on it for a little bit, use it, leave it behind. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole name of the game out here. It's a personification of Los Angeles. It's a little Lime scooter. You know what I'm saying? Hop on, hop off.
We're out here trying to get our fucking ride on the scooter.
I'm trying to get my gravy, bowl.
He wants gravy on them potatoes. God damn it. I'm trying to fucking go back to Eddie Murphy's neighborhood and leave that little note there.
Should've
That fucking
went
hot
back
note.
that day and threw that script over and been like, I'm not.
You gotta get into that armed gate, man.
What do you mean? There's a gate, like a
Oh, yeah.
go up to the alley.
Oh, there's a gate.
Oh, there's a guy. There's a guy at the gate.
Oh, it's two guys.
Two guys. Oh, we got two guys. Oh shit. Oh, was his hat? Is his place?
We need a drone, remote controlled drone.
You'll be escorted.
We need flying squirrel suits.
It would have been epic as fuck if he was just in a
Dude.
flying squirrel suits. I just want to see him in a robe. I want to see him in a robe.
Dropping that care package.
I want to see him in a robe coming down the thing, coming to get the shit, because something happened and he had to just come walking out there. He's kind of pissed.
The fuck is this?
Yeah, it's not fuck. Hey, little motherfucker.
He's just intrigued. He's in a, curious mood.
Yeah. You don't have to write no goddamn script, do you? You ain't got a good script, do you? Because he just got off the phone with somebody.
That's what I said in my bit. Like,
That's
I
not
dropped
a
off the food,
fact.
like, if he would fucking
That's not a
answer.
fucking fact.
Yeah. Before you go, young man, you look like you got some kind of twinkle in your eye. What'd you come out here to do?
There's a small representation of a twinkle in your eye.
You got a script for me?
You ain't having to have a script for me. You wouldn't have to have a script for me.
And I just black out.
Yeah, and then you just wake up back home. And that was it. You just back home. The only thing he did for you was get you home.
Oh, he choked.
Yeah. Oh. Passed the fuck out. Wow, you passed out.
That's that CTE.
Oh, head trauma. That'll do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2:27 in the AM out here on the West Coast, and
Yeah.
appreciate y'all hanging out. It was a fucking hilarious time. Follow me on Instagram at Nick Jordan himself. I'll be sharing clips out and shit. Get the full audio to podcast on all the podcast apps. OutrageCast, all one word. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like it if you like it. Share that motherfucker out. We're trying to, counteract the ideological subversion at work. We're not the full demoralization.
Love yourself.
You don't
Make yourself strong, man.
You don't need to believe that Jesus was a zombie in order to make a positive benefit in the world. All right, we get to fucking
Trust your instincts.
point out the snakes in the garden.
Trust your instincts.
Do squats.
Yeah, hit the squat rack.
Trust your balls.
Trust your balls. Trust your
Don't
vag.
watch porn.
Yeah, stay away from porn. And watch a Tarantino film.
Don't let the Jews subvert you.
And listen to Miles Davis.
Keep some cash under the mattress.
Keep a dollar box.
Piggy bank.
And don't roll your blunts too tight.
Oh man.
Know what weed have a little information on your weed before you go to the weed shop and you don't know what you want. Know what you want.
Come correct, ladies and gentlemen.
Come correct.
This is the Outrage Cast.